Meter management is going to be really, really important, especially when communicating with two different people. But yeah, that burst is going to be crucial in a game like this because even as early as we are, I've already seen some really, really high damage combos. I've seen some TODs. I've seen Darius with just like chip setups that are doing like half a health bar. Like you gotta know when to burst in this game.
Darius public enemy #1, and speaking of that, we are going in right away. We got Shiro and Mr. G with the Yasuo and Darius, and then of course Diaphone and K7 with the Yasuo Braum already utilizing that dynamic save. They don't want none of that Yasuo mix happening right here, right now.
Oh yeah, and Yasuo is so cool. I know you said you were playing Yasuo earlier, and I'm definitely gonna have some more questions, but right now, we're really seeing Yasuo just shine with these extended combos, these crazy stance cancels, and if you're just tuning in to some 2KO footage for the first time, what you just saw, there's a universal get-up attack you can use that's very similar to like, I would say like a wake-up drive reversal like in Street Fighter. Really great for getting your opponent off you, but as I say that, we see Braun coming in with the Unbreakable, and this character can really do some nasty stuff.
Yeah, I love what's happening here. So we're seeing Diaphone going for the Ice Shield in certain situations, and then K7 follows up with Yasuo's Slash, and we're back still on that Yasuo to already take out Darius. It is now Shiro on Yasuo, but the wind wall for the win. Listen, I love that wind wall. If you play League of Legends, you know how important wind wall is, and that right there is exactly why.
Yeah, and I gotta say, having to make a solo character come back against Yasuo and Braum would be so hard. You got Braum on the back of the Unbreakable Shield that's totally strike invincible. You got the wind wall stopping you, slowing down projectiles or eliminating projectiles. That's just a tall order for really anybody, but great work from Diaphone to show off in this first game. And this pressure just looks absolutely insane. It looks like you get so much free mix-up just from having that Braum Shield behind you.
Absolutely, and we just saw a bait on the dynamic save, but there was no follow-up right there from the team of Shiro and Mr. G. Darius right now trying to go ahead and go, but we got the blocked in the mix-up, and here we go, the extensions. This should go into the tornado, and it does. Mr. G out off the board, and right now it's all Shiro who's on the Yasuo. Again, wind wall set up. When you set up wind wall, you have access to either the tornado with the stand 2 special, or you also have S1, which is the full screen slash. But here we go, Diaphone already getting the level 1 in the throw from Shiro though to try to back off. We tried to get an anti-air, but we finally got a hit with the 2L.
Wow, and Shiro's pressure is just looking incredible. Had to come in and just handle this as a solo character, but was able to take out the other point Yasuo with the Braum defense behind him, but still doing a fantastic job here. Getting tagged for a second there, but still has a life lead and really comfortable trying to slow it down. But Jesus, not able to confirm, and Yasuo gladly going to pick that up. And Shiro and MRG are going to take that game.
Yeah, really didn't even notice that K7's Showoff's Yasuo is so low on health there, and honestly, great patience there from Shiro, it was looking really dire, but that's just the opportunity that, like, even though you are down or account for not having your duel in that HP, you can make those comebacks possible depending on how you play the neutral and how your defense is, right? And here we go. We're going to go ahead and see Mr. G try to apply pressure, but gets pushed back from the corner as K7 Showoff's going to go ahead and go for the full combo of Yasuo. It's going to be a hard knockdown. We're going to get the stomp into the level 1. Clean and simple for K7.
Yeah, K7 nearly at perfect health here. And I like what Shiro and MRG were thinking, you know, burn the burst early, maybe you can try to build it up again by the end of the round. Same thing goes for Strive, you know, use it now before it's too late to use it. But it didn't really come into play. They didn't build a whole lot back. And honestly, K7 Showoff only got hit by a couple of straight hits here and there. Meanwhile, Diaphone coming in full health, doesn't have Unbreakable just yet, but definitely just taking his time, doesn't want to run into these huge Yasuo pokes, really respecting that wind wall and just trying to get some kind of pressure going.
I love that armor there from Diaphone, just playing patient here. The name of the game here can be time as well, especially considering that K7's health is pretty full here. And it's just a matter of getting hit though. We're going to use that dynamic save and tag in K7 with the 4-0 throw. Beautiful. And it's going to fully combo as well. And that's going to go into the level 2. You love to see it for the wind.
My God, look at the damage on that too. I was kind of undercutting the Poyo throw, like on point. I was like, that doesn't seem that strong. But on the way out, as you tag in, that is super dirty. Kind of reminds me like Dudley's Rose from Third Strike. But wow, yeah, Diaphone and Showoff just putting out incredible damage here. I think Shiro was playing really, really strong, but you can only do a 1v2 for so long. It's just a tough whole thing to ask for your teammate here. But yeah, good stuff to Diaphone and Showoff there. Really just asserting dominance, showing us some crazy setups. I think there was a point where there were, I think I counted 4 mix-ups in that last round while the shield was active. So that's just a very difficult thing to deal with.
Yeah, and once again, speaking of that shield, that also baited out the dynamic save. So K7 Showoff's going to be able to punish accordingly. Got a little bit of a happy birthday there. So Mr. G reclaiming that health on the gray side.
Yeah, and Shiro just 1 pixel away. Gonna have to find some way to tag into his teammate. Of course, you can do that dynamically. There's ways you can hit confirm into it, but with just a pixel of health, you got to do it now or never. Now we got the Darius coming into the corner. We have the Loon activated, meaning that they're gonna be dealing with some extra chip damage they don't necessarily want to face, but he's able to hit him and get the Loon refresh and take right back control of the neutral.
Beautifully done here from K7 Showoff. Again, like you said, back to that neutral. We're going to tag in Diaphone, who is at full health. Gonna throw out the little Poro and see what we can catch here. But huge hit for Mr. G. That forces the dynamic save there for Diaphone's team.
Right, more pressure. And what I love about that pressure is instead of like over-committing and ending that string with another special, he just backdashes off and tries to burst your response, you know? Maybe you want to throw out something crazy, or maybe you're looking to poke something. No, Yasuo's going to like poke at you from a great range and then back off and just wait for you to make a mistake.
Yeah, I feel like that's the best way to describe Yasuo, right? The footsie character in CSKO. We blocked the dynamic save and it's a full punish, but the drop on the ender, however, we pick it up with the stand too as well. And then, of course, Diaphone coming from behind with the shield bash, and it is already a win on the round 1 for Diaphone's team.
I'm gonna be so real. I'm still kind of character shopping for my second character. Like, I know I want to play Echo. Who do I want to play in the background? Braum is making a really good case right now. He looks so good as an assist character.
Braum is one of those characters, truthfully, when he was first revealed, to be honestly built for this type of mode, right? If you're just going into Braum and you're learning him and you're not really already syncing up with other teams, you are doing yourself a disservice because he is a powerhouse as that assist. And again, look here, this is a lot of opportunity, damage, potential to launch and tag in your teammate, and it's all on Mr. G's Darius. We're gonna go into the super. It is full screen, and with Darius being slow, it's harder to punish.
Yeah, Darius, you'd think a lot of characters, even with his range, would be able to punish that, but just was kind of trapped in that block zone, now taking all this crazy damage from Braum. Braum's got a lot of meter to cash out too. Unbreakable getting set up, going to level 2, going into Raging Poro right here. I love this super. It's probably my favorite animation in the whole game. It's so cute. But what's not cute about it is this damage. This damage is not cute.
And this does add armor. Oh no, we're gonna actually get hit by the level 2. And big opportunity here for Mr. G. Again, a lot to make a comeback for, but we do have the last stand. However, K7 comes in with the assist as Diaphone stays behind. And they're already up 2-0 for this top 8. And immense, honestly, really good display of how to play 2xKO with your duo.
Yeah, I really think their teamwork, again, very short window to start practicing this game, but their teamwork has just been absolutely phenomenal this entire time. I feel like on the other side, ShiroRz done a lot of really great work on point. I think the difference is that they're using their assists really, really well. They're communicating really well with each other. I don't think the other team is as comfortable knowing when to call their assist, and we even saw a couple scenarios in the previous round where they were just getting happy birthday, just running into Braum's shield.
Yeah, you actually pointed out something so crucial. You know, we call in the assist here from Shiro. There's not really much of a optimal capitalization on it. And then, like you said, happy birthdays in every time. That was a missed opportunity to punish the armor as well. That is not looking good right now. And here we have Diaphone going ahead and trying to cover the spot for the handshake tag. And it's now K7 who's on the board. The air-to-air forces the interrupt. And we're back on the win wall here on the side of Shiro, who gets bashed. And there was a bit of a wall bounce combo, but K7 wasn't able to pick it up and is gonna probably not be able to die here. The combo drops at the last second.
Yeah, unfortunate stuff on those drops too. I love the save too. Having you and your assist character on opposite sides and then just switching out as soon as Shiro committed was very, very smart. So again, Shiro can do really good damage, but he has to find some kind of opening on Braum's defense.
Beautiful usage of calm and then to backdash away from the ult. It was a bit far anyways, but it still allows that recovery there for Shiro. Now stuck in this corner and hit by the low. It's going to be a full launcher. We have a bar to work with, so we could go into an ult, or we can go ahead and just go for the install, and we do. We're able to actually build that second bar for the level 2 ult. And this should kill Shiro and take the Yasuo off the board.
Yeah, super optimal stuff, and he even kept his unbreakable in the process, making this even tougher. Now you got to fight with him in the corner, you got to deal with, you know, the armor, and the command grab actually going to come into play here. That's so huge. Didn't lead to the full combo that I think I expected, but still, Darius really on notice here.
Oh my goodness, the Poro was going to anti-air, but because of the last stand that actually put Diaphone in the crumpled state, so now it is just K7 who goes for the super and is going to get punished, but the dynamic save clutches in as Diaphone's like, no, we're going to cover you here. We're going into the level 1 for the kill. And even though empty on meter, still a lot to win, because that is probably what they needed the most here. They can build that up very, very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really, really close round. I feel like MRG and Shiro are just so close to figuring out what they need here. But at the end of the day, I think it's smart to have Shiro on point. There you go, calling in your assists, masking your approaches, and making it a little bit harder for Braum to defend. That's what this team needs to start doing more.
Yeah, I really like that too. You especially want to keep those reactions on the table here. That is going to be a punish though due to the deep landing. And that is going to also corner carry here. Diaphone going to try to make sure that it solidifies it and get the install as well. K7 goes out, and again, because of these big swings, can really cover the handshake tack as well, and also make you confused as whether or not you're gonna have to block that left-right mix. And then we have the shield again. The bounce on the wall doesn't get picked up by K7. Still has a lot of help to work with here though.
Shiro really, really stepped it up on his defense. Even though he died, he made so many good blocks that were so hard to see because Braum just like physically gets in front of the way there. So really good defense, but it just wasn't enough to keep him alive here. And now MRG's Darius once again having to deal with 1, 2, 3 different mix-ups. Survived them all this time. Got to find something. Is able to put the wound on Braum, so he's going to get that extended chip damage. And Darius is a very high damage character, but it just doesn't look like MRG can get a good grasp of what he needs to work on in the neutral here, because Diaphone and Showoff are just really just 2 steps ahead of him.
Drops the year from K7, but the pickup right after the low seals the deal as Diaphone and K7 Showoff go up 3-0 and are heading to the winners finals. Congratulations on that. I mean, really great stuff. I think that that is a perfect opportunity to describe how you can definitely coordinate with your team and really be able to actually follow up on so many things. You mentioned it before, Sai. It's all about trying to use your teammate to either mask your approach, sometimes even take that hit for you, and at the end of the day, also being that save for some clutch moments.
Now, chat, if you know anything about any tag fighter, you know Supernoon, and you definitely know dekillsage. One of the absolute gods of Skullgirls, just so incredibly good in this exact format. I know both of them are just going to have some really cool stuff coming up. But we have RedDitto and Aarondamac. Aarondamac, I'm pretty sure I watched him in Grand Blue finals at EVO. Super talented players on really both sides of the screen. But let's get into it. Ari and Echo for Supernoon and dekillsage. Then we got Braum and Yasuo for RedDitto and Aarondamac. Now, Echo, Ari, that's the team I'm probably supposed to run, because look at these setups even without the assist. This is some insane stuff already from Supernoon.
Yeah, this is actually perfect because Ari's assist doesn't scale. It's going to equal to a lot of damage, even on a tanky character like Braum. And we're going to go ahead and get Ari's dash plus the assist to combo out and taking out RedDitto's Braum, using Braum as the point character in this situation as Aarondamac on the Yasuo and trying to find some footing here as Supernoon's Echo finally gets hit here.
Yeah, now we're trying to slow down a little bit, you know, play some nooch here, but Echo is so hard to pin down, especially with the Ari assist, which is very reminiscent of, you know, Vegeta assist from Fighters and Polestar from Marvel. It's the same amount of pressure, it's very hard to deal with, but using the wind wall to actually block the projectiles from that assist was super, super smart from Aarondamac.
Yeah, wind wall is going to be probably the best thing to save. We got that wake up special there However, this is connecting as dekillsage is going to get all of those dash cancels. Does end up getting the block string, so doesn't succeed in getting the full combo corner that they wanted. But the Echo tag in perfectly well timed thanks to the projectile and finishing out, taking out Aarondamac in this first round.
Yeah, really strong first round for them. Also, another thing I really like about 2xKO, and a lot of tag fighters, like, once the characters are dead, that's just the whole round. This one, you actually see we're playing in a 2 out of 3 round format, even though you have multiple health bars. I think that is a very healthy change to this format, because you can get snowballed so fast, like we're seeing right now with these just crazy mix-ups from Supernoon, but it's really great that the game gives you a lot of extra chances.
I was just gonna say, what a call out there, bro, baiting out the dynamic save and actually going for the full punish. That entire round, that health was just gone. Using Ari's assist to then go ahead and just baiting out that dynamic save was incredible usage there. That is coordination here, as that's gonna be a launcher opportunity right now. And Supernoon has the super to do it, and we're gonna cash it out.
Yes, and of course this cutscene is so crazy. Just trapped in time, having the worst of the worst happening to you. Look at that damage. Just a pixel of health left. Tries to go for the last stand, but still not really enough to command the neutral here. And a throw is going to take it after all that incredible rushdown.
Genius plays.
I honestly, I definitely did not tech that. I definitely tried to press on all of that. That was such a wild round. And notice the health deficit was very large. There was no health gone from practically no health gone from the side of dekillsage and Supernoon. Very few of it was honestly because the assist landed in. So amazing job as the first point on the board goes to Supernoon's team.
All right, I like them using that burst early. We've seen the Sonic Box setup where they have you in that hard knockdown. You have the time projectile just lingering on you. You have to make several guesses. So definitely want to pop that burst there, because that a wrong decision in that position can just be that entire character's life bar. But anyway, seeing more great pressure. I love swapping back to Ari. That way Echo doesn't have to worry about getting punished for that. And dekillsage coming in with these huge combos already, and the resets with these extra overheads.
Yeah, this is actually huge right now for dekillsage. Gonna be trying to make as much optimal as possible. Gonna be able to go into the level 1, and actually it's a setup, but unfortunately did not block the low. And with that, that is gonna be where Aarondamac's gonna try to capitalize on all the damage possible. The handshake tag right after, and going into the level 2, or rather the S2 super as well, getting the install out.
Yeah, what an incredible response to that. Pixel of health, gets an optimized combo, able to end it with tagging your teammate and setting up Unbreakable. That was really the best thing you could have possibly done in that scenario. But still, this pressure is just so relentless. Echo's rushdown so hard to deal with. Hard knockdown, several guesses here, and the empty hop low is going to give them the round.
As Aarondamac Yasuo was just eliminated there, it was so hard. The defense was there for RedDitto, but just wasn't able to clean out. And then we also get the hit in as RedDitto gets hit by the assist. However, Aaron able to capitalize that they were all focused on RedDitto's Braum. And we're gonna go ahead and get the stomp right after, setting up for the safe short hop after the palm stance.
Yeah, really smart setup for that Oki right there. Tries to really make something happen with that poke. Almost felt like Stinger from like Dante and Virgil, but just a little bit out of rage. Echo, so hard to predict, but getting tagged anyway. And now, dekillsage going to be forced to fight on his own against a pretty healthy RedDitto and Aarondamac.
Adaptations were made right now, and especially in this round. Now, even though the move did whip, there was a bit of a trade. This is a huge pickup though for Aaron, who's going to be able to get the handshake tag right afterwards and go into the level.
Ooh, so much damage. Now here comes the Unbreakable. These are the setups that I'm really afraid of. But the throw, super clutch from dekillsage to at least not let them set up that tag pressure. But here it is anyway, just a couple seconds later.
Beautifully done there. We got a comeback here. We definitely have a match on our hands, as Aarondamac and RedDitto are really trying to showcase that they got the defense, and they're definitely making sure they're going to capitalize off of it. Those handshake tags coming in clutch every single time. We're going to have to block in the air. Don't want to get hit by the projectile. Thankfully, RedDitto came in with the Braum, so didn't have to worry about the charged heavy.
Yeah, and I gotta say, it feels like a dekillsage and Supernoon, like, they're playing so seamlessly, I almost forgot it was two of them playing. Like, they really have their timing mastered here. And speaking of mastered, these huge optimal combos coming in, able to switch in for the tag and getting even more damage, using that universal wake-up attack. Really smart to prevent that pressure, because we know Echo has something devious planned in that corner. So, great defense from Aaron.
Yeah, the assist from dekillsage was able to get the projectile out, so even though they don't connect at the beginning, this time it will connect. We break the dynamic save again! Being able to try to punish it doesn't get the full optimal, but at least we're able to summon out Ari, and she gets hit this time. However, the Supernoon calling it too early is gonna get hit by the level 2 of Braum, and the Poros come out to play.
God, they're so cute. Look at that damage. That's so crazy. I love that they're having just the wind wall behind Braum, like unbreakable shield and also the wind wall to slow you down and block those projectiles. That is just really, really good defense here. Now, they are going to need to find some way to capitalize and kill one of these characters, because the dekillsage is making a crazy comeback, tries to go for a reset with those overheads, but RedDitto very, very aware that you want to block high 90% of the time when you're dealing with Ari.
I love that all of that came from the cross-up thanks to the tag in. Focused on trying to face against the Supernoon. Instead, dekillsage came on top and actually was able to follow up with those combos. And now we're going to tap in again. Be able to tag in Supernoon, but Supernoon goes down due to the throw from Aarondamac.
All right, Aarondamac, low health, but got 3 bars of meter. So if he's able to confirm something, could easily take this round out of dekillsage's hands. But dekillsage not letting that happen, just putting him through a bullet hell, projectiles on both sides. Great defense right there, knowing he doesn't need to worry about getting in close. He doesn't need to worry about a mix-up. He just needs a little bit of projectile damage to close out the round.
Yeah, exactly. And with that, that's definitely showing that, you know, we saw a lot of adaptations there for Aarondamac, as well as for RedDitto. I feel like, honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that they were just getting hit left and right and some really messed up cross-up tags, they definitely could have sealed the deal there. But it's very tough once that duo is out. It is all you can do to try there. Again, the dynamic save bursted and baited. However, Aarondamac's going to be able to come out of that corner, however, gets punished. And then the happy birthday as well from Supernoon to punish.
And you hate to see it if you're on their team, because not only did you drop a combo on the happy birthday, you're getting hit by the optimal stuff on the next happy birthday with some impossible blocks for the Oki after, and Braum coming in with just about 30% health left against a pretty healthy full team. This is really, really tough for RedDitto.
Super tough here, especially with a character like Braum, who is, again, more of that assist-based character. He's going to want to try to, of course, get that whiff. That is Ari frozen, however, it's just dekillsage. It is not Supernoon, and that is going to be the death right there as Supernoon takes the first round. Again, that full health, all of that was gone because of the fact that they got happy birthday, and only 30% was just left for RedDitto to really work around with.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, that match was just kind of already sealed up. There wasn't a whole lot you could have done other than hopefully find a second happy birthday. It really stinks to have something like that, like, reverse on you. But maybe in this final round we can see something. But right now, it looks like the dekillsage's pressure just so safe. Look how fast Echo can just get himself out of danger, too. Oh, nice. Yeah, using the projectile super, making sure you get that extra damage in that happy birthday scenario. And Braum tagging in really low health, Yasuo even lower health. It's gonna take a miracle.
We do get the hidden though on Supernoon, and we're gonna go into the level 1 super as well. That does break the install, however, but we get the anti-air here. But RedDitto dropping the combo, and Supernoon waking up, going ahead and setting up the safe projectile and calling out the jump, but not anti-airing.
Wow, everything got so messy. Every character was just on the screen at the same time. But Aarondamac and RedDitto both about 10% left. They do have Supernoon's Echo really low, and they're able to take it out. They have a 2v1, but once again, caught in a happy birthday.
That, I don't think that was as intentional. I think RedDitto was trying to see if dekillsage was gonna press the button, but thanks to the last stand, the crumpled state unleashed. However, RedDitto getting dynamic save as dekillsage is gonna go for the level 1 super to try to get the chip. Has 2 bars to actually work with. Gonna go ahead and do it again, and instead gets hit by the Foxfire as dekillsage and Supernoon go up 3-0 to face Diaphone and K7. Speaking of which, we're gonna go ahead and check out. We got double down on Fleetwood Snack and ChronoCat.
Another good name, Fleetwood Snack. Y'all are cooking.
Right? These names are pretty nice.
Oh my god. That's hilarious. But yeah, so coming in on this team, we actually have Alawi coming in. I think this character is really fun. For me, I feel like she's the closest character I would feel to like Zato, which is a character I put hundreds and hundreds of hours in. And then Guilty Gear decided they didn't want me to play him anymore, so I don't, or play the game. But Alawi definitely feels like one of those characters that just has like a really like open, creative neutral with a lot of fun pressure from her tentacles, without that much downside of the tentacles breaking, because they break in one hit, just like all those kind of things do. But she gets a lot of really cool options out of it, so I'm very excited to see Alawi at this level.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what can be cooked here with the Alawi. Now, even though that last part of the combo did drop, we are definitely seeing some pickups here. Let's see if QuickJab can also make something happen here. Again, the Brahmin assist comes in, but it's not gonna go ahead and save, or rather it does save actually Yasuo here.
All right, yeah, Yasuo able to tag out. Alawi, once again, kind of trapped in the corner here. Braum, of course, putting on so much defense, especially with that S2, being able to just strike with huge pokes and also be strike invincible. That's just strong no matter who you are. But Darius got great damage. I like the run under reset. Kind of shapes a Street Fighter a little bit there. Got the wound too, and just dealing out tons of damage. And now Fleetwood Snack, amazing name, has to come in with his last little 15% health and try to make something shake.
Indeed, indeed. And with that, that takes out Fleetwood Snack and ChronoCat as well. Who, by the way, that is Glock, Lobster, and the Devil versus Nerissa Fan, which is Tyria on StarGG and QuickJab. So just like a heads up, so we're not confusing too many names out here, as we're just definitely seeing their users. But this is a double ultimate used here right after that. So very nicely done there from Fleetwood Snack and ChronoCat.
Yeah, solid 50% damage. And now we got the Alawi pressure, and we got the tentacles out too. So if you're wondering about the tentacles, the cool thing is that puddle on the ground isn't just for show. That actually shows you the range she has to activate those tentacles. So there's a lot of really cool stuff she can set up here, especially in the corner. There's a lot of like crazy extensions she gets. She can set up for command grab, but more than anything, she is doing damage. That was a nice 60% taken off Braum right there.
60%, and I think there was trying to be an attempt there for Fleetwood Snack to catch the recovery. We are going to be able to punish though here, and that is going to be into the Yasuo combo. Gonna go ahead and get the bounce and actually land with a pretty significant damage. Wasn't too sure on the pickup after the bounce, so tried to keep it simple. And then there we go, the wind wall to extend the S1.
All right, Darius health pretty low here, but if he can take out Fleetwood Snack, this will mean a lot for the team. But unfortunately, it looks like he's going to be dying first, and now Braum, on just a little bit of health here, is going to be facing 2v1. Of course, Yasuo's health is low. Wouldn't be a bad idea to tag out, but no need, because Fleetwood Snack's offense is just impenetrable. Didn't even bother switching out to Alawi. Just said, I already got this. It's already handled.
Yeah, perfectly done. Great adaptations. Had a lot of help to work with too at the end of there. So really good stuff here from Fleetwood Snack and ChronoCat doing what they're doing. They're gonna try to backdash here right now. Does get grabbed as QuickJab's gonna go ahead and rush the corner. We're gonna wake up with the level 2. You gotta be careful. You can definitely be hit by that if you're not going for any full meaties or any of that nature. We do catch Alawi here with Braum trying to support, but it caught in the happy birthday. Oh no.
Ooh, and it's the optimal stuff as a punish too. Great work tagging in, and now we're really seeing the power of having that double super, because that was a ton of damage. And now Braum fighting an almost full health team, throwing the Poyo, trying to be like, yo, it's still a 2v2, all right? I still have an assist hanging out, okay? And speaking of, Darius putting out a crazy amount of damage right there.
Yep, the last stand coming in clutch there.
Yeah, you got a wild where you do that. Ooh, pixel of health left. What can we do, Braum?
I'm gonna grab some form in that hitbox. There goes again the last stand. Not gonna be able to catch and pick up the extension. And with that, ChronoCat helping secure the win on the first game.
Yeah, really close game there. I feel like it was it was nearly about to fall out of their hands in that 2v1 because they were getting some really surprisingly good damage with that last stand, and both of them were just like the frame he was able to use it. He already knew when to call it, so good presence of mind. But getting caught in that happy birthday by Yasuo of all people, very easy for him to get an optimal combo. You know, he's got great hitboxes and really long streams, so that was just unfortunate for Nerissa and QuickJab.
Gonna be some block string, tried to armor through it, but those were succession attacks from that happening. We do get a throw here from QuickJab, and we're gonna summon out Braum to try to apply some pressure. We got it hit in, and this is huge right here for QuickJab.
Yeah, that was really huge. So now we're gonna see if Alawi can make this 2v1 comeback. Again, her neutral is not bad, but just a little bit different. But I feel like she can probably handle the situation pretty well. Able to use the tentacles kind of as her own assist. Trying to sneak in that command grab, that was very sneaky right there. If she can find a clean hit and just take this back to a 1v1, honestly, they could be in it. Had an opportunity, had a little bit of a drop, but used the tentacles to control that space. Alawi looking really tough to deal with, and she's got a ton of meter to boot.
Yeah, what's really scary about Alawi is that you have that strike throw mix plus the combo extension right after a throw. And again, like you mentioned, even though the neutral's a little bit weird to try to be able to obtain, it can be quite rewarding for her. We're gonna see that install already used up here from Nerissa fan, but gets the landing on the Poro and tries to go for a dash up. The overhead doesn't get the connect, but gets the install and tries to go for the command grab of the Poro, and because of it, gets punished.
I love Braum's overhead. That animation is so silly. He just reaches over the door, is just like knock knock, you know, tries to sneak that in there. But Alawi, really low health, and that wound is doing wonders for QuickJab because look at all the chip damage she took. Oh, this could be it.
Yeah.
Nice.
It is
amazing
very
comeback.
clutch win right there. Amazing comeback from that round there, and all because again didn't have that dynamic save in time.
Yeah, Glock, Lobster really cooking right there. But let's see how this next round goes. Cashing out into the super immediately. You know what? I like that. Darius, get off me. You can't just pressure me for free. I know this character has ignorant buttons, but I have meter, bro. You gotta respect me.
There goes the opening, especially from the low. And that's going to go ahead and go into the bounce. And again, keeping it safe and simple. You want to make sure that you can land it and clean up shop, especially against a character like Darius, Nerissa fan. It's all on you right now for this round. If you want to be able to take this game or have a chance to take it, we take out the tentacles as well. You can't hit those tentacles to remove them off the board.
Yeah, nothing bad about that. You don't want to let her have that extra screen control if she's able to tag in the middle of a combo. But right now, we're seeing really optimized damage from both players. Again, really taking advantage of having both those supers back to back there. Now the Alawi pressure's here, using that last stand to find a little bit of an opening in neutral, but Alawi running in with just the throw. Like you said, her strike throw mix is really crazy to deal with. So a character like Braum, who gets to just have his shield up and just ignore a lot of strikes, is getting thrown a lot, and I really think that's a good general strategy against him.
The install's in right now for Nerissa fan. We're gonna go ahead and use the level 1 ult and get the projectile out, plus the bleed on top of everything. Does this work? It doesn't because of the way that the Braum's level 1 works. It is a full screen, but patience is key. And that is gonna go up 2-0 right now with this amazing Alawi. Like, I love seeing how she plays, truthfully, because again, you know, she's this. When I first saw her, right, and they revealed her overview, it's one of those games, or rather one of those characters, better said, that it's all about setting up tentacles, but it's not your usual set play character. It's more of like, hey, I have these other pokes, these other ranges to also keep you in mind. This is just half of my battle plan right now. And speaking of battle plan, already getting the throw off here from QuickJabs, but the dynamic save used here for Fleetwood Snack.
Yeah, I feel like Fleetwood Snack has been responding to being trapped in the corner very well. Right now, he doesn't have any meter, so gonna have to eat this damage earnestly. And with the wound, all this chip damage coming in, but yet another throw snuck in there. QuickJab is so good about just sneaking in those tick throws unexpectedly. I feel like both of them have really been suffering from that. But now, you got Alawi here, Again, getting thrown by Darius, forced back to the corner. Let's see how she responds to that. Tries to air dash out. Good effort, but just not enough. Darius' buttons are huge and hard to space around.
Oh, unfortunately drops the combo as the ender. There is that push block mechanic. We've been talking so much about the wake up universal. That's right, there's push block in this game, and because of that, QuickJab was able to take back the round in a very nice fashion before it went downhill.
Yeah, QuickJab and Marissa definitely needed that. They are down 2-0 right now, so not only did they take that round, but they took it in a pretty dominating fashion, so you definitely want to ride that momentum as far as you can take it.
Oh, I think that was trying to anti-air. We're going to also get the handshake tag right after dynamic save, but Fleetwood Snack's going to go ahead and follow up again. Going to be able to get the wall bounce combo slightly, gets the hard knockdown with the OTG, but gets hit by the shield. And then the install is in for Narissa fan. We're going to try to go for the ult, but because the assist was out, hit Darius, but also Narissa wasn't too close enough to get that ult hit. And it is Fleetwood Snack still on the winning advantage.
Yeah, very expensive scramble for both people. A lot of meter spent there, but right now, Alawi sneaking to that tentacle. I'm pretty sure it hit from off screen. I'm stealing that as soon as this is over. Great pressure.
Beautiful pressure. It is definitely all right now there for ChronoCat to try to seal it and definitely take back the round, but let's see if QuickJab can make the comeback. Has been definitely showing improvement and adaptation here with the Darius. Tries to go for the charged heavy. Gonna apply the bleed right here.
And I like his idea. He's not necessarily forcing his way in the corner. He's staying out at max range and trying to like punish a jump in. That's something you see a lot in like Street Fighter 6, of course. Like, you know the corner is good, but you want to make sure you're covering how your opponent responds to being in that pressure situation. But they're able to find their way out here, and Darius just very low health, tentacle in the center stage, so Alawi honestly could switch in and make things crazier. But the happy birthday coming in, getting some good damage here. We've got the wound applied. QuickJab might have an opportunity. I think that was a miss on the throw tech. And a huge super gonna put us 1-1. Pretty similar health. This is officially anybody's game.
And it is ChronoCat's game who's gonna take it to this final round of the game. Looking so solid right here with that Alawi, especially for such clutch moments just like that. The tentacle setup plus the throw as well here as Fleetwood Snack is going to try to take it coast to coast. And a lot of block string at the moment summons Alawi to also keep the Rekka safe.
Yeah, Alawi's doing such a great job of covering Yasuo, but Darius coming in, not getting the super he wanted. But speaking of, Fleetwood Snack gonna whip that super. Darius not getting a huge optimized combo. We're seeing some drops here, unfortunately, but still in a pretty good position. Gotta be careful though. 2 tentacles on the other side of the screen, but Darius just gonna clean those up with those huge normals, and let's see if maybe we can set up for another tick throw situation. No! They responded. They're really adapting in real time super well.
Oh my gosh, that overhead is so crazy because it hits hitbox, literally has that both sides type of hitbox, but QuickJab is gonna be able to pick it up at least in the corner and dominate right here. The dynamic save though just in time, and we're gonna go into the tentacle super. Look at all these tentacles, they are whipping and going after QuickJab, who takes out on the board.
That tentacle super is like kind of one of my favorite things in the game so far. It leaves you so many cool options creatively. It lets your own tentacles become giant if they were already summoned. A lot of great pressure, especially there in the corner. So now Narissa by himself trying to find an answer here. Really, I think what will be optimal is if he was able to like somehow hit Alawi. So he's gonna have to be really careful on the assist. Whiffs the aerial trying to catch her on the run over though, and still going to be fighting Yasuo 1v1. But he's got a good amount of meter here, and if he can take this without taking too much damage, he'd be in a good spot. But as I said, Fleetwood Snack showing us even more of the optimal stuff here. Nice, into the super, into the double super.
Oh no!
Both of them.
Unfortunately, the tornado didn't come out on the OTG, and because it didn't come out on the OTG, ChronoCat was summoned, tagged in before that OTG happened, and then went for that super. So that is ChronoCat down for the count, a big member into trying to capture a lot of these clutch moments. Let's see if Fleetwood Snack can go. The timeout, though! That's right! They played for time in that moment.
Yeah, there were just 6 seconds left on the clock. I kind of expected him to back off and just try to like backdash away and make Braum catch him. But even in that moment with the life that he had, he said, honestly, I think I got it. Just kept rushing down, kept that pressure on, and just kind of kept Braum trapped in the corner. So even without like the big confirm to finish the round, still was able to win via the clock. And that is going to be a 3-0.
All right, it looks like we're going to go ahead and see who we got. So we got Ari and Darius and Echo and Darius. This is interesting. Really potent stuff here between Ari's assist and then, of course, Echo being this crazy character that is just dominating right now. I feel like if I had to put a list of who's been like the top right here for the Alpha Lab, I'm definitely putting Echo on that list. So let's see how these players play it out. Again, Jboss and Ferny on the Echo and Darius, and KyuuketsukiKun on Ari, and Shiesty on Darius.
You know, I gotta say, we're still obviously very early. We're in Alpha. There's only 6 characters, but every character feels really strong. I agree. I imagine Echo's probably going to be a top tier for a while here, just because this is one of those kids that even in the future, if they got nerfed, you just can't nerf a kid with this much creativity. So definitely not surprised to see Echo here a lot. But yeah, right now, you got Shiesty Sorcerer doing a really good job of just keeping Echo out and just kind of like counter poking. Echo does have kind of stubbier normals as one of the few weaknesses the character does have, and Darius is a great character to take advantage of that.
Yeah, and thanks to that assist, KyuuketsukiKun will be able to actually help out in that situation. Shiesty Sorcerer is still in the health deficit, but again, Ferny's out on the board, so right now it's just Jboss who's going to get command grabbed right after.
Ooh, and there's that pressure. That Ari assist is amazing. We've got the wound on deck here, but Jboss responding immediately, cashing out into that super. You got to make sure you get that wound off you as soon as possible, especially with an impressive assist like Ari's right there. So, good job. But look at this double pressure. This is straight out of BB tag. I don't even know how he blocked all that. Jeez, good work.
Beautifully done. And also that led to Echo, the last stand not being used because of the throw invulnerability frames, and the dash up throw seals it from KyuuketsukiKun.
Yeah, QuickJab just really showing us some dominant work there, not only as the assist character, but of course on point putting in some great damage. Like even right there, going from S2 straight to S1 to just add that extra pressure behind Darius. Really good stuff so far. Let's see if Ferny can respond now. Of course, we've got the after images set up. We're seeing the teammates get hit by the Time Winder, and that's huge because obviously it's going to be a while before they can recover, but they're literally frozen in time, so you get even more opportunities. But Darius sneaking in a reset right there, going to put a ton of damage off of Ferny.
That was insane. The rewind time, unfortunately, was dropped in the combo, and because of that, was able to actually pull Echo in. And because of that, Shiesty Sorcerer was able to take out Ferny completely. And again, we're going into this level 2, getting the damage that they need. They're still a little bit low on health, but again, such a really great position right here. Gonna get grabbed as Jboss tries to pull out of the corner. A lot of chip damage, jumps away to avoid the command grab. And then the assist from KyuuketsukiKun, able to catch.
Hey, and that's gonna do it. Shiesty Sorcerer still, even with that low health, just no fear at all, just going super hard. Of course, using QuickJab's assist to just mask all those weird little gaps that like Darius has. Like, I think in the double S2, there's a gap in between both hits. The second one sets up the wound, but if you're able to cover with those fireballs, you can just set up these weird situations, even these resets that, honestly, I am really having trouble seeing. So, yeah, just great work from QuickJab and Shiesty Sorcerer there.
I mean, that's why we're in the commentator seat and not on the battlefield, right?
Yep,
being able to avoid all of those cross-ups. Oh, the bait on the dynamic save again. Shiesty Sorcerer on top of it. Gonna get the swing, and it was a reset too. It wasn't a connection to a combo.
Yeah, barely 15 seconds in and already a character down. Now you gotta deal with the Oki, possibly another assist behind you. No, Shiesty Sorcerer just going in with this Darius. Gonna spend a little bit of money here for the super as well. Jboss kind of really just on his back foot here in this round 2. Really struggling. The Echo last stand getting nothing done. And having to deal with that assist pressure with the wound for the extra chip damage is just really, really hard to deal with. That was tough.
Yeah, super tough. We had the assist of Ari covering the low. Let's see if Jboss can make something happen here. Tried to connect with Echo. Ferny tagging in, or not tagging in, but summoning the assist. Doesn't get the connection they were looking for. However, this connection to the level 1 does hit. Let's go for a short hop into the extension range. The assist catches Echo. And then also was able to catch Darius as well. So Shiesty Sorcerer now has dominance on the corner. Gets hit by the dynamic save. Darius, minds break minds think alike, right?
Sure do. And of course, they're gonna go ahead and tag into Ferny. Shiesty Sorcerer is still opting to stay on point here, even with that health low. KyuuketsukiKun's use as an assist has just been so incredibly powerful. So honestly, I understand it. He's still really in control of the neutral. Ferny taking 60% off that first interaction. That's so unfortunate. Not able to tag the assist either. Great switch out from KyuuketsukiKun. Let's see if maybe Ferny can make something happen.
I did like that dynamic save. There seemed like to be a missed opportunity to try to actually get those block strings. And again, thanks to the throw and vulnerability frame, was able to avoid the Darius assist. Now we do see Ferny able to finally land a hit and takes out QuickJab.
Yes, this is really huge. Shiesty Sorcerer is not going to have those fireballs behind this pressure and not going to be able to cover those gaps, not nearly as well. But, geez, that's a kick that even super from KyuuketsukiKun, making me eat my words. And look, chip damage from the wound. Are you kidding me?
Oh, and because of it, too, that level 1 actually was able to kill with it, too.
My God, that was so much chip damage. So, we got ourselves 1v1, even health here. Using that down S2 to stop KyuuketsukiKun's pressure. Really smart stuff. Ferny getting out of these gaps. Gotta find some way to find an opening here. I like that, going for the aerial S2, trying to sneak an overhead in, throwing those time winders out too, but Shiesty's defense was just a little bit too strong. He was very comfortable in his footing, just staying back, letting Echo kind of just like whiff for free, and then just choosing his shots really, really carefully.
Yeah, Shiesty Sorcerer also shout outs to the fact that they were very knowledgeable on the amount of bar for the dynamic save. Didn't go for full-on combo extensions simply because of that bar being full. Instead, trying to opt for the more resets. A little bit risky because, again, you're on that low deficit, but we're still, regardless, very already aware of the meter to not allow that dynamic save to happen. So good stuff there as they're going to be on this next game, game number 3 right now, and trying to catch Jboss.
Jeez, great pressure from Jboss already. And he's got the wound on, and he is not letting off the break. Shiesty Sorcerer gonna respond with that back throw. Gonna reset that corner scenario. The arm fireball's gonna kind of bail him out right there. I don't think he's gonna win that initial interaction, but now, once again, Shiesty Sorcerer in the driver's seat. Try sneaking that low, sneaks in a throw instead. Excellent pressure from Shiesty Sorcerer. He is so hard to deal with at this point.
Yeah, did drop the combo at the end, but got the reset. Tries to jump, was able to block it. Ari taking the hit instead, and again, taking out Darius. Jboss down for the count for this round. It's all up to Ferny, and we stopped the Ari assist from happening thanks to the time stop projectile.
Yeah, got a lot of extra time there because, again, she is frozen in time and then has to recover. So, good opportunity for Ferny, but he just hasn't been able to get that offense to work out in his favor. He's putting out great ideas. I love going for these overhead S2s, and now we have a happy birthday situation. Obviously gonna dynamic save out of it. Shiesty Sorcerer, pixel of health, still staying on point confidently and going to take the round.
The amount of health too that was just left for Shiesty Sorcerer in that minute, and already gonna be on potential set point here for them. Summon the Ari assist, gets the back throw, tried to get the OTG with the assist. Unfortunately, that's gonna cost them this corner. Ooh, Jboss gives it up with the old super.
Yeah, he really needs to get out of that corner too. So Shiesty Sorcerer, he's a boss character right now. He feels almost undefeatable. All right, able to weather the storm, blocking both those Ari fireballs. Shiesty Sorcerer still putting out those big buttons. Ferny on point now. Teammate really got some low health. Gotta take some time to try to recover that gray health back there. But Shiesty Sorcerer once again just putting out great pressure. We don't have the wound just yet, but starting to stagger that pressure, catching Ferny in the gap, and now cashing out into the level 2. And this might be it for Echo. Oh, for sure gonna be. That's definitely gonna do it.
100% for sure. It is all up to Jboss right now as Shiesty Sawyer sits on that potential round point, but it already starts off with the swing and again the reset to make sure you're not building up that bar. And with that, you have MIKAMYSTIC with QuickJab moving on into the losers quarters. And unfortunately, Ferny and Jboss, that is the end of their run. But congrats again for making top 8 and probably your first 2 XKO duos. That's pretty cool.
I'm almost curious. Do you think you have a favorite to win the whole bracket today? Do you think you know which team it might be?
Okay. This is kind of tough because I got my waifu, Ari. But listen, husbando always for the win. That's Yasuo. So I'm going to go. I feel that Diaphone and K7 may take tonight's bracket. That's just me. That's my prediction.
I'm gonna go Noon Sage just to spice it up a little bit. But I mean, neither of those answers feel wrong. Only one can do it, but they're both so strong. But coming into this, RedDitto and Aarondamac. Again, Aarondamac, incredibly talented Grand Blue player. I remember watching Evo Top 8 and being like, wow, this is insane. So really excited to get into this match here. Alawi and Yasuo against Echo and Braum. I really have my eyes wide open for Braum as an assist character. He covers so much of your rushdown, especially someone like Echo. And we're already starting to see that start off really strong. Fleetwood Snack here taking a lot of damage on this Yasuo. Gonna tag out soon. But the command grab with the extra freeze thanks to Unbreakable. Gonna clean up that first health bar really, really quickly.
Super quick. And again, Glock, Lobster, and the Devil. Again, command grab goes out. That's a crumple state, so that's going to lead into it. They're running the double ultimate fuse, and they've been known to really combo off of all of that. However, RedDitto and Aarondamac, they're going to be able to run those 2 times assist and gets those double assists as well.
Yeah, and Chrono's trying to sneak some stuff in. Got a little bit of the happy birthday there. I just learned in real time that if you have a birthday with Alawi and you hit that S2, you actually get 2 tentacles instead of just the 1. So that's really cool to know for her. I was like, wow, I truly didn't know that was a thing. So definitely still got some options here. But RedDitto, yeah, gotta use that dynamic save. Don't want to give Chrono too much momentum there. And here comes Aarondamac with these Echo combos, forcing the corner, so Echo's gonna get some really unique strings, but actually gonna kind of just set up for a reset there. 1 single pixel of health away can allow we find an answer here.
Oh, this is really scary because, again, strike, throw, mix. You gotta deal with those tentacles on the board. Again, you can hit them, but it's still very dangerous that she can just move them from full screen. But no worries. Going ahead, RedDitto taking out Chrono Cat in that instance.
Yeah, it's fun to see how much pressure she can put out from there, because like obviously you can just hit it, but she also, one of her specials lets the tentacle be a command grab if you're within that range, so she could really easily turn the tides. We've seen some off-camera tentacle mix-ups earlier that were really good too, so I feel like Alawi is one of those characters that might not be super strong in the first 48 hours, but after like a couple weeks and people really figure her out, she's gonna start cooking stuff.
Right, there goes that double ultimate, this time working out in their favor after getting the OTG tornado. Tried to call for the Poro. Dynamic save taps in as Aaron on the Echo this time. Gonna go for the reset into the strike throw. The armor again, you're gonna get grabbed. You gotta deal with Braum's shield plus the Chrono as well. Again, slight staggers here. Here's that ice armor to not only cover tracks, but also just in case you try to press, it's gonna cover you.
And the really challenging thing about all this crazy corner pressure that Aarondamac has been putting out, and shout out to this optimal combo, jeez, Alawi just on a pixel here, but having that after image, not only does it give you all the mix-ups from if you're going to rewind or not rewind, but even if you don't do it, it obscures your point character in a way where you still have to guess high, low, or throw, and it's visually very hard to tell what's even going to happen, let alone actually react to it. So great Echo play right there.
Oh, that's going to be the level 2. That's going to be full whiff punish. Unfortunately, Aaron probably thought that the connection from the jump in was going to make it, and if not, was going to try to keep pressing the throw tech at the very least, though. Tried to whiff punish again for attacking RedDitto's Braum assist, but not going to land. Oh, okay. We have to charge up.
All right, this install gives you a lot of crazy pressure. That specific version of the clone lets you swap to it multiple times. You also get like some unique properties where when you switch to it, because it counts itself as like one of the charge clones, you don't even have to worry about any afterlag after you switch. You can just seamlessly do it. But didn't lead to too much here. Aarondamac gonna go down. Fleetwood and RedDitto at about the same health. 15 seconds left on the clock. A lot of meat on RedDitto's side. What are we going to see here? Nice. Getting the launcher. Gonna just finish that out with a simple B&B, and RedDitto able to weather that storm.
Very nicely done. You know, one thing's for sure too is if you're doing duos, we kind of been talking about a lot about synergy and characters and things like that. But I think the more than anything is, can your duo pick up where you left off? Right? Are you the one that's trying to pick up the slack of your duo, or are you both able to kind of carry each other? Because we've seen a couple of times where when one duo falls, it kind of breaks apart. Even though those assists could be useful, sure, it doesn't mean that that neutral, that whole entire dominance of the match, just immediately will fall apart.
And that's what makes this format so challenging too, because like, just because one player might have adapted to like where the strings might end or like some of the habits of the other person, doesn't mean your teammate has as well. So the adaptation and the Yomi that comes into play with 2 versus 2 is going to be just really uniquely challenging, especially for like traditional fighting game players. I play a lot of fighting games and also Smash, so I'm used to this kind of format, but yeah, this can get really tough if you're not really hyper aware of your teammates' intentions.
Right, the install is on as well, so that's going to be able to go for the shield bash, trying to get the command grab. Oro not going to be able to get it, goes it for it again, is actually going to get punished for it with a throw into the back corner, and this time it's ChronoCat who's going to have that corner. Let's see if RedDitto crawls out of the corner and does so indeed. A little bit of a bounce thanks to the tentacle.
Wow, yeah, and nice optimization right there. Gonna be able to take us down one character apiece here. This could get messy. Both these characters are very, very strong on point. I like we're, of course, using that pressure and getting those tentacles set up as best you can. I think it's a good idea to have them out just to cover the places Echo might go, because swapping into his clone is so powerful. But with that confirmed, not able to set up just yet into the super, but this should do it. No, another drop from ChronoCat. And Aarondamac has another opportunity, but gets counter-poked and unfortunately drops that round.
Yeah, twice in a row, Aaron dropped those opportunities that were going to be picked up by RedDitto's last standing assist, or just an assist in general. So, fortunate that the first round does go. But again, you have a lot of games to work with here for this top 8. It's best of 5. So it's a lot of games that you can actually try to figure out your opponent here. There goes the level 2. It's going to get blocked and fully punished. And we got the handshake tag as well to land for both. Very nicely to tag in RedDitto as Braum.
Yeah, and that's something you hate to see is Fleetwood. You're getting pressured, you see the clone, you don't know if Time Wander is coming, so you just panic and throw out that invincible reversal super, but it ends up whiffing. That's one of those things you just kind of get frustrated about, like, man, I really don't know what I should have done here. But let's see if ChronoCat can maybe clean things up. Right now, it's looking really good for RedDitto. We're seeing these huge Braum combos. We're going to, of course, have the assist and the Unbreakable setup. ChronoCat left with just a little bit of health, but a lot of meter, so maybe we can cash out and make something shake. Nice. Great optimal combos from ChronoCat.
Going into level 2 for the Sea God to also chomp and take out RedDitto's health. And we're gonna actually tap in. Very nicely done. That was such a sneaky tap in too.
Yeah, really, really sneaky tag. And I like where that's set up too. Of course, you know, you get your optimal damage and they have to wake up with the Oki in the corner and there's still a tentacle there. So I feel like the ideas were there, but just couldn't keep up the pace. And RedDitto and Aarondamac are just really kind of just going on a tear right now.
Oof. Okay, thankfully the projectile was actually what caught Fleetwood Snacks there. We're gonna go into the level 2, and all the Poros get summoned. This won't kill because there's still a lot of health to work with. Again, this is early, still significantly early in the round. 99 seconds left. The command grab plus the freeze and the push up to clean house.
Full honesty, hand to God, I have not reacted to that command grab once just watching. I do not know what that animation looks like. it makes a lot of sense for seeing RedDitto get so much mileage out of it, especially with that Echo assist in the background. Now, Echo's on point, unbreakable behind him, gonna be so hard to deal with. And, of course, the install super. My God, what do you do if you're ChronoCat in this scenario?
All you can do is try to play defense. Tries to get the hit in, able to do so after the installation. Gonna drop the projectile and then get the shield bash for clean. Again, easy damage, easy pickup on the bounce, and that's gonna go for Aarondamac and RedDitto 2-0 currently in this losers quarterfinals.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like a very hard fought set, but Aarondamac is really just smoking it right now, just playing incredible right here. I kind of want to see where Fleetwood and Chrono can adapt here. I feel like they're very close, but more than anything, that Braum assist has just been very challenging for them to deal with. And RedDitto's ability to just sneak those command grabs in is definitely making it even harder. Jeez, look at that pressure.
The charge heavy is really dangerous because if you do get hit by it, that leads into crumpled states and something that you don't want to have happen, especially here where every touch is actually really dangerous, especially at this level where a lot of people have their assist combos ready to go. There goes the command grab Poro. It froze even because of the install and unfortunately costed that install as well.
And that's got to be even harder to react to because that was coming after the double time winder and the assist from Echo. So you wake up in neutral, you see Braum running at you with the unbreakable shield, boom, command grab, and you're out of there. So right now, really optimized Echo combos. Again, we've only had a couple days, so huge shout out to Aarondamac here. And using that level 1 super, get off me. I don't want to trade in neutral. I just want to keep pressing buttons. So now, Chrono just left with one decision left on this round. I really don't know what they can do here, especially with the way that Aarondamac is just so good at putting out that offense, but then they immediately are fine just backing off, throwing out time wanders, and just really just staying away in neutral.
See, the air-to-air is on the side of ChronoCat. Does get Braum, but it's really tough here as there's not a lot of health left, and there it goes right away as RedDitto and Aaron getting closer and closer to that set point potential.
Yeah, one round left for Fleetwood and Chrono, and this is the loser side, so this is for all the marbles. But right now, it looks like, once again, Aarondamac in the driver's seat with his Echo. Some great pressure from Fleetwood, but Aarondamac counter-poking right at the end of that string, already being hyper-aware of what you can press during Yashuo's pressure, which is much easier said than done, especially with all the crazy stance cancels this guy has access to.
Bit of a universal wake-up. It doesn't look right there. That Fleetwood Snacks is blocking. And that is going to be it for Fleetwood Snack, who's off of the board. So it's now ChronoCat's opportunity to try to make something happen. RedDitto with full health. Aarondamac already on that 30% dynamic save is used. We're tagging in RedDitto to get Braum out and swing with the shield. Swing again. Heavy charge as well. And you're just going to eat all this damage into the level 2. Take it all with the Poros.
Yeah, this is just so hard to deal with. Like, Alawi has great range, but I feel like Braum's is just a little bit longer, and he's able to just keep her kind of just on the back foot and just, you know, eating all those whip punishes. So now, here we go again, RedDitto with yet another command grab with the freeze. Gonna spin the meter just for a little bit of flash, and that is gonna do it. Aarondamac and RedDitto gonna be moving on into losers finals.
So up next for our losers quarterfinals, we got MRG with Shiro on the left, and we got Shiesty Sorcerer, also known as MIKAMYSTIC, with KyuuketsukiKun, who we got to see earlier, and they were also cooking too. Like, listen, all of these players have been cooking, but what's really going to be key here is who's going to cook better and move into to face Aarondamac and RedDitto. That's the real question of the day.
Honestly, I feel like Shiesty and QuickJab, I think I messed it up, but that's okay. But I think I expect them to get really far. I would not be surprised to see them in top 3 because Shiesty, again, they're playing like a Dark Souls boss. Like, I don't know what to do here. Darius pressure was just going crazy. The bleed chip setups were looking strong. The pressure, the staggers, the guessing when they pull you back in with that S1, like, all that was just looking amazing. So Definitely one of the players to watch out for in this bracket. I am very impressed just in the one set I've seen so far. Really excited to get into the second one too, though.
Starting now.
Right. And this is going to be double Darius as well from both sides. And then we have the Ahri and we have the Yasuo. So this will be interesting. I think probably Ahri being the better pickup as for sure. And you're going to see here in just a bit, we kind of saw that assist coming in clutch once again for that. And this is going to be just true block strings right here. Gets the head stomp. That was also a bounce combo. You're going to have the dynamic thing, but the anti-air from above as well. But the pickup here from Shiro.
Right. I like that all the Yasuos, after they end that special string, they go for that little stomp to try to set up some Oki. Like maybe they're going to like just try to sneak an overhead in or whatever. But you pop up in such a weird angle, you just kind of have to hold the mix until you land. And right now it's working out really well for Shiro. Setting up that wind wall saying, Ahri, we do not need you right now. This is not your time. But Shiesty, yet again, finding that poke from nowhere. A single pixel of health going to keep Yasuo alive. I'm shocked that character's still here.
This is going to be a punish here that KyuuketsukiKun will be able to take advantage of. Again, that pixel of health already about 20% back. So Shiro recovering with all of the gray health left as we're going to get the hard knockdown into the level 1 after the air special 2.
Yeah, QuickJab playing amazing. Like, I know in the last set it was kind of just the Shiesty Sorcerer show for the most part, but now that we're starting to see QuickJab play more on point, those Ahri combos are crazy. The Oki in the corner looked really strong too. Both of them, I really think they might just be the team to watch out for the rest of this bracket. But as I say that, Shiro's Yasuo really impressed me on the winner side. Once again, showing some more optimal combos, getting some nice stuff set up there. We got last stand at the ready. Both players' health about even, using that wind wall to really just stay aware of when those Ahri calls are going to come in and try to force Darius to use that a little bit of lackluster movement to try to get in on Yasuo. I think that's a good idea, but right now, 20 seconds left on the clock, both players one hit away, tons of meter for both of them. Anything could happen from here.
Yeah, utilizing that wind wall and then slowly trying to keep that distance.
Ooh.
And then, of course, the chip damage here from the assist on the MRG side takes out Shiesty Sorcerer. And like you mentioned, you know, we're definitely seeing the pickups here quite often, especially for KyuuketsukiKun and Shiesty Sorcerer. But it's like both Shiro and MRG are able to just clean up shop again with a pure neutral understanding of their characters.
Yeah, right now, I feel like Shiro really clutched up and delivered right there for that first game. Let's see if Shiesty Sorcerer can maybe make something happen. But right now, once again, Darius with that wound, I am so afraid of this chip damage. Like, literally when I saw that debuff that they can put on you, I was like, oh, it's just extra shit damage, how bad could it be? And now that I'm seeing it in action, oh, this is a lot. You really got to be concerned if you have that wound.
That is Shiro's Yasuo down for the count right now. And again, the wound, like you mentioned before, the assist tries to come out to help out Shiesty Sorcerer, but we armor through. We're going to try to get the jump and we succeed, plus the damage from the Ahri assist into the level 1 as well. And we're going to get the low hit too, plus all that bleed damage. It was perfectly said there as Shiesty Sorcerer and KyuuketsukiKun showing that they're putting up a fight in this first game.
All right, so now we're 1-1 in this first round. I think the main thing I noticed, once again, QuickJab and Shiesty Sorcerer very aware of where to put their assist pressure. It seems like Shiro and MRG a little bit less confident on when to use their teammate. And we're so far in the bracket, if that's the only weakness your team has, you know you're going to see somebody exploit it. Because it feels like MRG and Shiro are really strong on point, but just don't know exactly the best places to call their teammate for that extra mix. Oof.
Oof, the air-to-air is on the side for MRG, who's going to go into the level 2, try to capitalize on much damage as possible. It's going to be the slam here. Still quite a bit. That overhead is going to get hit, and it does! And I believe that's going to be end of it. Well, nope, not the end of it. Still about 30% left. Gotta be mindful, though. That's going to pull in, going into the level 1. Not going to be able to kill here. Could try to go for the last stand or tag Ari here in this situation, but Shiesty Sorcerer believes and tries to go for all the chip damage, the low into the bleed, plus that chip damage, and the first game goes to Shiesty Sorcerer's team.
I'm telling you, Dark Souls characters, the amount of times I've lost to a boss when they have a pixel of health and then just clutch up, that's exactly what this looks like every time. I've seen 4 different rounds today of Shiesty Sorcerer having a pixel of health, QuickJab having plenty of health, and Shiesty just like, I'm pretty sure I got it, and just is able to just clutch it up every single time. Very good stuff from MRG though. Really keeping it close and keeping it very competitive, but they've got to find some stronger openings on offense here because they're just getting a little bit overwhelmed as soon as Shiesty Sorcerer is able to get those buttons out. And as the round starts, here we go. Immediate pressure, calling Ari in for the assist, not leading to too much just yet. Shiro just kind of hanging in the back, going for a stance cancel mix-up, trying to find something, but you can't play that game with Darius because those buttons are very, very dangerous, even here at that max range.
There's a bit of the down heavy to try to get the anti-air, but it's still a lot of damage that needs to be done before that health continues to deplete. Again, the bleed is on, so chip is more hurtful than it is before. The dynamic save though to keep Shiesty Sorcerer in control, and that's already Shiro's Yasuo out for the count.
All right, you got to see if MRG can make something happen. Cashing out of the super, honestly, spend it if you got it. Shiesty Sorcerer on really low health. Doesn't have to worry about bleed just yet, but any confirmed will end that health bar. But we're not going to see that happen. Shiesty Sorcerer going to be totally fine here, and actually going to tag into Ari and let QuickJab get some stuff going. Now, does bleed work if you're not the point character?
It's working right now, I think.
That's insane.
Well, it's the setup, right? This is what makes it uniquely. Like, you're tagging in your opponent, and you have that debuff on them. And with that KyuuketsukiKun not losing health whatsoever, takes this first round. You know, one thing was for sure, it was a good idea for Shiesty Sorcerer to go ahead and tag out and let KyuuketsukiKun also continue the flow. Both of them are capable of holding on their own, which is something we discussed earlier. And we're going to just jump over the tornado.
Really, really smart stuff right there. Shiro trying to find a throw in that chaos, but not able to have it. Darius getting that super damage and the bleed, the extra damage from the assist, and now Yasuo has to tag out. But if you know tag fighters, you know as soon as you get in that position, your opponent is chomping at the bit for you to tag unsafely. Able to bring MRG in safe and sound, but still they're trapped in the corner here, and the pressure is just non-stop from Shiesty Sorcerer.
Not only that, we just baited out the dynamic save and we went for the full punish, so that's gonna lead into Shiro once again off of the board.
That's what we were just talking about. We haven't seen the huge burst bait punishes, and as I speak it into existence now, it is absolutely devastating for the other team. Gonna survive this super? MRG not able to capitalize off the punish and just gonna get jabbed. Plus the Ari fireballs in the back. Just unstoppable offense from this team.
You know, I feel like the download happened so quickly in the first game. You know, at first you kind of saw that back and forth, but once Shiesty Sorcerer and KyuuketsukiKun really understood what was happening, the amount of offensive pressure that they're just dishing out over and over again is fantastic. You can tell that they're like just so in sync. Honestly, I really need to see MRG and Shiro try to have that sync once again, because they are just falling apart every single time. It's like none of them are not able to really find that route that they've been trying to look for in the previous games, and it's costing them quite often.
Yeah, and we're seeing the effort. Like, there were definitely some times in the previous round where, you know, Yasuo was running with those Darius assists behind him and trying to, you know, find those openings, but Shiesty Sorcerer's defense was just really strong. There wasn't a whole lot of high-low mix, and I think that's what this is really boiling down to. Plus, Shiesty and QuickJab are very good about mixing those throws. Seeing the universal get off me option, we really need that from Yasuo. Gotta find a good way to switch over to Darius, but nothing doing. The Ari assist is gonna come from off screen just about, and gonna be able to take that first character.
Yep, Shiro off on the board. MRG now is going to have to make something happen here. A lot of staggers from the block strings. Again, just trying to find a way to open up Shiesty Sorcerer, who's been, again, full control, just full driver's seat in many of these opportunities. And it's just been really tough. That's going to be also a happy birthday, though, at the very least, though. So
Oof.
MRG going to try to capitalize, take over control on the corner, and takes out ShiroRz, a huge pick off of the board.
Yeah, this is huge for the team. They're down 2-0. Finally gets that character out of there, but now it's QuickJab's time to shine. MRG got QuickJab trapped in the corner. Great pressure as always, but Ari's a little bit faster than Darius, able to kind of just float on out of there, use that enhanced mobility, and now QuickJab is just playing a very good waiting game, throwing out that homing projectile, using that S2 dash to get out of dodge if need be. So MRG still needs to find these openings. We do have the wound, and that chip damage really coming into play here, but QuickJab gets the first opening. Dynamic save, gonna keep MRG's pressure alive, and now QuickJab might drop this round if they're not careful.
Oh, just like you mentioned, you said it, you called it into existence. Wasn't going to be able to get the dynamic save due to the fact that the last stand from Shiro came in clutch thanks to the crumpled states and the damage.
Yeah. So now we're back here, second round, battle of the husbandos for sure. Darius versus Yasuo. Right now, ShiroRz really wants to just make up for that lost health bar in the previous game. Again, looking super dominating here. Great damage, and we're going to see some optimal stuff with the assist as well, and mixing in the super, level 2 even, just to make sure we get as much damage as we can. Will it kill? SayJam says yes, it will.
Indeed, it will. Again, Shiro off on the board. It's just a matter of now trying to be mindful that last stand will be coming back soon. Just a matter of time before that happens. But this is a huge pickup here for ShiroRz, who's going to get the level 1.
All right, MRG really needed to find that counter poke in the corner. Being trapped with both of them with wound was not ideal, but now gets wound set up on their side. Maybe they can find a way to take this character, or even at this point just chip them out if ShiroRz doesn't find an opening. Whiffing the anti-air, gonna spell disaster, and yet again, QuickJab stuck to kind of defend their team 1v1.
Okay, beautiful anti-air there from MRG. However, this level 1's gonna get punished, but we're not gonna punish Optimally. We're just gonna throw back, which I'm curious why QuickJab did that, but it might have been because of the dynamic save, which just gets used right now, so has to hold all that block pressure. Tries to jump in again, the anti-air. That's a pickup, and again,
nice.
the crumple taken from the last stand. Oh no!
God, look at all this damage, and so much of it could have been avoided had it not been for that Chicago punish. The force of Chicago punish just comes for us all every once in a while, and wow, that is unfortunate. You know, you have a big opportunity, you're like, it's fine, I'll just get the throw, I'll try to just reset Nooch, and then Darius is just like, no, I'm gonna do 70%, because you gave me a chance I shouldn't have. Yeah. So good stuff to them, waking up and getting around on the board. They really, really needed that.
They do. This could be a big opportunity for them. They kind of figured out a little bit what Shiesty and KyuuketsukiKun are trying to throw out. You know, opportunity was there, but it was left on the table in terms of damage, as well as just trying to play as safe as possible. It's going to be a dynamic save that's used on the side of ShiroRz's team.
Yeah, look at that damage. I mean, again, MRG able to defend a lot, but the wound is really, really just adding a whole bunch of free damage, and the Nooch was just completely denied from their plate right there. Even more damage coming in. Good defense on the lows. Tagging out, switching into the Ahri on the other side here. And MRG just a couple hits away from potentially going down. We've got the meter for the level 1. Not going to cash out just yet. Fighting their way back, but let's see if we can maybe get a tag to Yasuo and kind of mitigate some of this damage.
Yeah, you called it. There's that tag. And with that, Shiro does have that, like, I would say about close to a full bar. And this is big pickup here. Happy birthday as well to get the wall bounce combo. Drops it at the end, but it is a hard knockdown. So even if you didn't pick it up, it's still somewhat safe there. Yeah,
they really needed that. Both characters on the other team really, really low here. Sneaking in that throw, so sneaky. Single hit low into throw. It comes for us all. We've all fallen victim to it. But I like that. Using the wind wall, also adding the projectile to send it forward, just really making sure that Shiro stays as safe as possible. But ShiroRz's offense coming through again. Optimal damage, cashing out on that level 2. This is huge for ShiroRz. Isn't going to kill, but can set up for some great situations in the Oki if Shiro doesn't respond well.
Now that is no bar. That's going to just slowly be built up here for ShiroRz, who's on about a pixel of health. Can't take really much Could try to jump over the wind wall. That's gonna be chip damage. Very, very close. Full pixel of health almost. We're gonna go for that level 1 ultimate to see if it hits, but wasn't successful. Tries to avoid the tornado just in case. Ari getting hit by instead, but the Air S2 takes out Shiesty Sorcerer.
I'm gonna be so real. I think that what we just saw was really optimal Yasuo. Yasuo, of course, has great damage, has great mix-ups, but in a situation where you're just trying to remain safe and just not get punished for anything, that's how you need to play Yasuo. You throw up the wind wall. I think using that extended range, Ari got clipped like 3 different times there. Shiesty just had no openings, and if Shiro is committed to that level of defense, we could really see something amazing for this game.
Indeed. Let's see if something amazing can happen here for Shiesty Sorcerer, or if Shiro and MRG will be able to at least try to take it to game 5. Right, a lot of stagger pressure. Ari assist. Stagger pressure. Ari assist again. All block strings plus chip damage, and you were chipped out.
This is exactly what I was afraid of with Darius, because once those wound setups happen and you're just getting chipped to death over and over again, I mean, you can drop block and eat the full combo if you want to. That's not really that much better. That's what makes this character so dastardly, and Shiesty Sorcerer really showing us how scary Darius is. I imagine this character's going to be dominating the meta here in the alpha for a while.
Okay, we got the level 2 super. That's gonna lead into some big damage here. Also, making sure that things are gonna seal it. And we're gonna go into a potential set point here for Shiesty Sorcerer.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's see if Darius and Shiro can maybe take one more. But other than that, it is set point for Shiesty and KyuuketsukiKun right now. Still keeping Shiesty on point. Great mix-up from that S1. It's very hard to figure out what you need to guess after he does it. So definitely makes a lot of sense. Both of them going for the low at the same time. But unfortunately for MRG, Shiesty going to get the better end of that trade. And now MRG's Darius just 1 hit away. Gotta find a way to switch over to Yasuo here. Able to get the tag. But what will Shiesty Sorcerer do with this huge lead?
Yeah. And it looks like we're gonna see Shiro trying to make a comeback here, trying to abuse the fact that Shiesty Sorcerer is at that lead and make sure that it doesn't stay there. The down H in the air doesn't land, however, Shiesty Sorcerer not dead yet.
Yeah, not quite yet. Shiesty Sorcerer still got some fight left and very comfortable in these scenarios, fighting with low health and just remaining on point just because Darius with those Ari fireballs. It's just, I don't care what character you are, that is challenging to beat in neutral here. But again, Shiro setting up that wind wall, making really good use, stuffing those projectiles, and having those big normals out to stop Ari in her tracks as soon as she spawned in yet again. But Shiesty Sorcerer with, again, the Dark Souls pixel of health, able to still get that response, but wow, what a poke from Shiro from full screen.
Yeah, KyuuketsukiKun still has a lot of health to work with. Now, I do like that decision there from Shiro and MRG. Get Shiro out of there, let them reclaim their health. They have a lot of gray that they can recover. And with that in mind, KyuuketsukiKun could not be hit here. That's the level 2. I don't think it will kill. Well, this is 900 health. Ari,
oh my lord!
Right. Yep. It's 900 health, Ari.
They got the X.
I was on your side. I was like, nah, she good. She was not good, folks. I'll never underestimate Darius damage again, especially because Ari got that 900 health. Is that the lowest in the game, I think?
Yes.
Lowest or second lowest? Lowest? Okay, yeah.
I would think it's the lowest, yeah.
Okay, well, you see a character with low health and a character with very high damage output like Darius, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. So now, chat, we finally have our first game 5. We've had a lot of 3-0s or even 3-1s, but our first official game 5 is happening here. And it's really anybody's game. Both teams have really showed some stellar adaptation, so I'm just as excited as you are to see who is going to be moving on further in this bracket.
And we went to character change, I think probably to take a minute for both players. But it looks like we're going to stick with the same characters here going into things. Now, let's see how it works out. And again, this is our first game 5 of the night for this top 8 too.
Yeah, this is for everything here. All right, Shiesty Sorcerer getting the first hit, but Shiro knows good and well go ahead and use that dynamic save. Don't even want to take the opportunity to get trapped in the corner, let alone deal with the Oki that comes from this team. So good idea to stay there. I think ShiroRz got to find some way to just put some distance between themselves and Shiesty Sorcerer, because this up-close game has just been way in Shiesty's favor. Look at this damage. Gonna try to go for the reset there. I like that. Forcing Shiro to just pop out. MRG able to tag in. Very important. Dynamic save gonna stop the pressure, but really, really needed to save Shiro.
Oh my gosh, with that in mind, we have now all this block pressure here, corner pressure from Shiesty. There goes the assist here on Ari, and that's going to be a launcher. We're going to allow the reset to happen to go ahead and hit with the low, and beautifully done there from Shiesty.
Yeah, wow, this is a tough tall order for Shiro here. Mostly full health Shiesty Sorcerer, completely full health QuickJab. So definitely going to be tough. Great block on the overhead, still eating all this pressure in the Ari fireballs just to cover those gaps in Darius's pressure. 50 seconds on the clock and a lot of work to do here. Tries to get something going with that super, doesn't lead to too much. QuickJab is once again stopped as an assist, but can't beat the on-point Shiesty Sorcerer.
You are definitely not going to be able to go down or take out Shiesty Sorcerer easily. And again, that Ari assist coming out on top. This is corner carry. We got the command grab. You're going to go on the other side and see if we can get you again. Instead, we got you with the head stomp. Also, full bar to work with tube on the side of Shiesty Sorcerer. Same thing for Shiro, but I don't even think they're going to be able to use that in time at the rate that this match is going.
Yeah, Shiesty just really never let their foot off the gas. All that pressure, even when the combos would reset, Ari was at the ready at the fireballs just to make it tough for Shiro to land, and Yasuo went out there really quick. Only took about 30 seconds. So now MRG got to fight two full health characters. Does have the wound on at least to maybe get some extra chip damage here, but other than that, Shiesty Sorcerer just relentless with this pressure. I don't even know how else to describe it. It's just untenable to deal with this Darius. Oh, there's the assist call. Gonna set up for a lot here. Maybe can get the level 2 if they can build enough meter, but just gonna cash out the level 1 instead, and now MRG with a single hit of health left and immediately gonna go down to that special.
Beautifully done. And with that, even though it was game 5, MIKAMYSTIC and QuickJab will be able to move on forward and face Aarondamac and RedDitto. That was actually, again, that was our first game 5 of the match. And on top of that, just the back and forth, really great adaptations there from MRG and Shiro. Like, it was looking very scary there for a good minute, and I'm glad to see that they really came out on top regardless.
But yes, this is the match. This is what you want to tune in to see, because this is going to be some of the highest level 2x KO you can get your eyes on while we're in this alpha week.
I couldn't agree more with you. You know, first and foremost, the legendary Diaphone, right? Not so much competition, even though he's probably one of the strongest players in competition, the content creator man himself, right? And then K7 Showoff, a legendary player of his own right? You got MK, you got Guilty Gear, and now we're gonna start seeing probably 2x KO at this level. And then of course you got Supernoon and dekillsage. Two strong players in their own right. Guilty Gear from Supernoon, dekillsage from Skullgirls. And I'm sure they also play all of these games. Like, I'm gonna go for the homies Diaphone and K7. You said you were going for dekillsage and Supernoon. Let's see how this plays out, because I have a feeling we're about to see that high quality, high level 2x KO match.
Oh yeah, $50,000 side bet. Shake my hand? No? Okay. I'm just kidding. But yeah, this is going to be really, really exciting stuff here. I honestly can't pick a winner, and I cannot wait to see this super high level 2x KO action. So let's get into it. Darius being piloted by Supernoon and Ari by dekillsage. Meanwhile, Yasuo and Diaphone, or Yasuo with K7 and Diaphone with Braum. So let's get into this action right here.
And we're going to go ahead and do that dynamic save right before we hit that 99-second mark. Again, you don't want to be caught in that Yasuo stance, because that leads into such a good Oki that's a lot harder to deal with Yasuo. What a whiff punish here. Diaphone trying to go for a shield bash. Doesn't make it in time. Had to block, though, that assist from Ari. Tries to get a shield swing, but wasn't going to be able to land it. The armor, and we were going to be able to interrupt.
Yeah, let's see what we can get here. All right, the Unbreakable, just so scary, so hard to deal with here, and just incredible pressure coming out from Showoff and Diaphone.
Right, dekillsage now on the board as Supernoon was eliminated, so we don't gotta worry too much about Darius except for the Darius last stand. And we're gonna be able to open up Diaphone thanks to the double dash and the overhead. Back dashes away.
Those overheads are just so scary to deal with. Her being able to just kind of like special cancel like that has just been phenomenal. Right now, Braum really low health, trying to fight his way out of the corner here. dekillsage backing off a little bit, but just putting on really fantastic pressure overall.
I love that there. So what we saw here was Diaphone going ahead and getting the ice shield, letting K7 go for the assist, crossing up and to try to get the handshake tag, successfully gets the handshake tag, but because doesn't get that last hit, ends up getting punished, and now K7 Showoff is eliminated, and dekillsage with the double said, nope, I'm in control today.
Super smart stuff. All the pressure she has, you're always like, all right, I gotta block high, I'm expecting these overheads, but never forget she can just run up and get those grabs in too. So great stuff for their team. Seeing the universal wake up option here, again, don't want to deal with that pressure. It's very hard to guess, but either way, let's see if dekillsage if Diaphone and Showoff can clean things up in round 2.
Okay, that's gonna be a swing. And slamming down. That is so much health gone right there. Thankfully, though, we jumped over and while getting swinging at Yasuo. However, Diaphone still goes down. K7 Showoff now on the board. K7 Showoff was pressing buttons after the tag and was unfortunately not blocking.
And now we're starting to see that Ahri damage coming into play. This is looking really scary. God, that Ahri pressure with wound is just so challenging to deal with, but we've got Showoff with 1 pixel of health left, and like I've been saying, that homing projectile gonna come in and just really close out those last hit situations pretty much for free.
Unfortunately, with that situation, because it's really tough, right? It's tough because of the checkmate, right? You are so low health, but you're Yasuo. You want to go for the wind wall and see if you can try to land that hit, because then you can get your Oki. But at the same time, that wind wall also stops projectiles, and you can probably use it for the mind game in of itself. So let's see if K7 can make the adjustments, as well as Diaphone as well. And we're starting to see it here, already forcing Supernoon and dekillsage to use their dynamic save. This is going to be going into S2 Super Ultimate, and we are able to also take out Supernoon without even letting them call in dekillsage whatsoever.
Yeah, so now dekillsage stuck alone, just trying to deal with 2 very full health characters. But we've seen dekillsage in this position plenty of times, and Lord knows what they've done in Skullgirl, so they're not unfamiliar with it, but it's still a lot of work to do. In the meantime, Showoff getting some huge combos here. I love using the tags and switching to Braum too, just to keep dekillsage on their toes. Maybe we can see some solid combos here in the corner. She does have some meter, so who knows, but it's definitely going to be a tall order. And that launcher, definitely not helping anything from Diaphone.
I just want to say, I'm sure Diaphone labbed the heck out of that interaction with the window, like with the hitbox viewer that this game has for the training mode, because there is no way you can tell me that he didn't know that that low 2M was gonna be able to actually low profile that. That was so smart.
That was so crazy. And of course, the optimal damage on top of it as a bonus, that's really what you love to see.
Oh my gosh, we're already gonna be able to pick up here on that dekillsage. Gonna get the launcher. Doesn't get the last hit, unfortunately. dekillsage able to tech out of it. We are gonna be able to get the air-to-air interaction. The shield bash comes through. Shield bash again, but it is K7's tag assist that gets hit here. And we're gonna try to block all of this block string, especially that pull in.
Yeah, let's see. All right, good block on the double overhead. I feel like for a lot of fighting games, you block low, react high. Ahri, you pretty much want to do the opposite. She wants to get those overheads in for sure. So great defense from Diaphone. dekillsage on some really low health here, trying to make something happen. Great pressure with Supernoon in the background, but will it be enough?
All right, unfortunately K7 is stuck in all that. The handshake tag was probably a misinput or an earlier input that didn't make sense for dekillsage to go for, and because of that dropped input, that led to dekillsage getting out. Now with the level 1 response here, K7 Showoff on such low health here, will probably try to look for an opportunity to be able to summon Diaphone, and there's the tag in from Diaphone, who's able to get in. That is gonna go to the level 2 super. We don't want that dynamic save just yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we definitely needed that, of course. You know, Yasuo was on like a pixel of health. Bleed was was one of the factors as well. So really had to fight back there. Supernoon on a pixel, but gonna get charged and go down anyway. Braum, once again, I feel like I've seen Braum in like winners finals or grands of like every 2xKO thing I've seen so far. So I'm very pleasantly surprised with how this champion's working out.
You know, when I see Braum, I don't say like, oh, Braum is like super good. And obviously because one, it's still early. But I think more than anything, it's just because it's not easy to utilize Braum the way that we are seeing Diaphone utilize Braum, right? Like, look how much knowledge has been checked every single time. On top of the fact of, like, again, that synergy. You have a duo that's also understanding on how Braum works. And you also are trying to do your best and play that defense here. And again, beautiful block on defense for the cross tag.
All right, great defense dealing with that cross up there too. Ari just so good as an assist character, and Showoff just getting so much damage here in the corner.
Okay, interrupt. There goes the shield bash. Tried to get the cross up, but unfortunately Supernoon was out of there. So if you also, rather K7 Showoff was not able to solidify it, but we do get the wall bounce combo and the handshake tag combo, and this time Diaphone won't drop it. Gonna be able to get the install plus armor and the tag on the other side from K7.
Yeah, really good stuff here. So dekillsage once again left alone to deal with this incredible team here, and I think it's really smart to just have that wind wall around, just because Ari loves to get that really long range pressure going with those projectiles, but wind wall can just shut it down, and Showoff just really played amazing, just clutching that up.
Yeah, that stomp into the quick stance is so crucial, especially now that like there's been tech to reveal that no matter what direction, as long as it's down, you can go into calm stance. Was actually probably one of the best tech to be found already in this game, because it makes those inputs a lot easier to come out. Throw tech here from K7, a slight hit, but it doesn't connect into the combo, which was what Supernoon was trying to look for. The dynamic save gets punished as well, and I believe Supernoon should be dead here, and he is!
Yeah, that's definitely going to do it. Great stuff from K7 right there. So, dekillsage, again, left alone, trying to deal with this team. Diaphone and K7 are just so oppressive here. We're seeing some good damage, though, but not enough to really shift the tides too much. And now we've got Braum in front. We've got the windshield in the back. All those projectiles are just getting stuffed out, and dekillsage just kind of flowering a little bit, finding these grabs and trying to make something happen, but not the big damage combos that we need to see.
Whoa, that was a far reach onto the wall side. That puts dekillsage in that corner carry, but thankfully the tech comes out. Oh, the last stand right on the last second.
That was absolutely crucial to at least get these characters even, but just no help on dekillsage's side here. And that is going to do it even from full screen. Yeah.
Alright, Diaphone and K7 up 2-0 right now over dekillsage and Supernoon. I'm telling you, these two, oof, they know what's up. They know definitely what's up.
For sure. Saki, give me a quick second. I'm just going to recheck something on my Discord, but give me one quick second. I'm having a couple of stream issues here, but
yeah, anytime. I got you. We'll go ahead and continue and see how Diaphone gets the command grab on the Poro. The dynamic save, I think Diaphone was trying to bait out the dynamic save in that instance, but unfortunately got caught into it. Pressure right now in this corner side here. This is going to be a launcher though for Diaphone, who's going to be able to cover that corner. And again, going to get the install right after. K7 is going to be able to bait out with the Yasuo assist, and then the low from Diaphone to capture as well. That's gonna tag in dekillsage with the Ari, the shield bash, and then tagging in Diaphone. Tried to kind of mix up with the low. The Poro lands on dekillsage. Okay. And we have K7 to try to find some footing here right now. dekillsage though gets in and able to go for the safe jump. Stagger into throw corner, also baiting out the universal wake up as well. Push block 2, trying to use all of that bar that K7 had to work with, and it's in clutch as well as Darius goes down.
Yeah, so let's see if dekillsage can maybe make this comeback. Of course, if they can find some way to get Yasuo back out here, or maybe punish an unsafe assist call, but dekillsage would have a really good opportunity. But either way, really good damage on Diaphone so far. Oh. Making some risky trades. All right, there's the tag, but the dynamic save actually gonna keep things safe there. I like using that Braum dash as you back off and swap into Yasuo. That's really smart. But dekillsage able to take that little pixel of health for those projectiles. Once again, Ari is really, really good in that position.
Oh, caught the backdash in the air, and then we also tried to go for the last stand to follow up from K7. Oh no, the overhead. The throw tech right after Diaphone. Again into this level 2. It catches dekillsage. But we're going to wake up with the level 1. We jump over it and we're going to grab.
Ooh.
We're not even dealing with the orb coming back.
Yeah, that was really, really close. That level 1 could have been a disaster. And with only 4 seconds left on the clock, that could have been rough. But Diaphone and Showoff now tournament point. 1 single round away from making it into that grand finals winner side and having all that extra time to adapt to whoever dares make it to them.
Okay. And the ice shield comes out once again. And we're going to be able to launch. There goes the slashes from K7. Oh, that was from K7 to be able to go into the downwards S1 and then straight into the level 2 super.
Super smart stuff right there. My goodness.
I love the movement from Diaphone. You are taking a tank character and making him backdash so fluidly. It's crazy. The install right now on Diaphone. However, dekillsage able to actually land the hit in here. And gonna force the dynamic save. The Poro goes out.
Could have been amazing if dekillsage was able to maybe bait that save out. I know that's much easier said than done, but once again, got a lot of work to do here. Trying to keep things under control with these projectiles and trying to just beat Yasuo at the mid-range, which is a much harder task than you might think. But we do see the level 2 here. That was very, very smart.
Yeah, so Ari's level 2 super is actually probably one of the best anti-air supers close range. So if you see your opponent actually jumping really close to you, you can go into that and now be able to actually catch. The last stand from K7, that's it! Right here, we're going into the level 1 and we're gonna not be able to kill, but we got the swipe to finish out. And GG's.
That's gonna do it. Wow. You might have been right. I'm glad we didn't bet that $50,000 on the side bet because they were able to clean that up in a 3-0. We hadn't seen a 3-0 in a while here. So very, very good stuff to them. My goodness. Or 3-1, excuse me. My bad. 3-1. But either way, very dominating game for them, and they're going to be sitting pretty in grand finals.
Right before the break, Diaphone and K7 took down Supernoon and dekillsage. Probably one of the, I would have to say, the top-seeded team for this bracket, and they're now in losers finals awaiting the winner of our next match, which is Aarondamac, RedDitto's team versus MIKAMYSTIC and QuickJab.
Is this a run back? I'm not sure. I'll check the bracket. This might be a run back, but either way, yeah, very excited to get into this. Big Shiesty stand over here. I've seen just some crazy stuff from them, and as well as KyuuketsukiKun. Aarondamac, obviously a legend. So this is going to be really exciting. This is 2 really, really aggressive teams getting to just kind of show off 2 very different playstyles. And I like where we started right there, starting off with the Time Winder to try to get things going there. Didn't confirm it's everything we wanted, but RedDitto is getting plenty of damage from Braum right now. And this combo is, as is customary, going to end in the Unbreakable. And now Shiesty Sorcerer is going to have to make a lot of really difficult guesses.
Yep, and again, we have that Braum team, especially with Echo here, really coming clutch here. RedDitto being that, the Poro command grab, being able to actually have just these long-range, slow startups, but so damaging swings from the shield. And that's already Shiesty Sorcerer out for the count. The anti-air plus the recovery on the other side. Great call out here from RedDitto, but drops the Ender.
Yeah, that was insane, especially that reset right there. Now QuickJab at very, very little health here. And this is a really big start, just being able to handle Shiesty at all, let alone that quickly. So QuickJab going to have to do a lot. We do have Last Stand available, but only a pixel of health. And another kind of interesting scenario where she's just stuck tucking in the air, and RedDitto is capitalized every time. So really strong start from their team.
We'll let a cross up here from KyuuketsukiKun to try to summon the Ahri assist. But again, RedDitto is just ready to go. Very potent with this Braum. And Aarondamac's trying to support as much as possible. But we got Shiesty's Sorcerer, who's going to be able to get not only the assist, but also the level 1 super. And KyuuketsukiKun going to be getting hit by with the damage.
Yeah, so now we have Aarondamac on point here for a little bit, but RedDitto just got cleaned up as an assist there. Really what you want to see for Shiesty. The Braum assist didn't do anything because he was able to just have him just jump over that. So now Aarondamac stuck in the corner. Wound is on deck. The Shiesty Sorcerer pressure is full on hard to deal with. And now RedDitto is just stuck on this last like 15-ish% health against 2 really full health characters.
Very nicely done there on that side to also take out Aarondamac. And we're going to go into the level 2 as well. Now, this might take out Shiesty Sorcerer because of the low health deficit. And it does so, yeah. But QuickJab still full health, probably only a little bit of that. Oh my god, the freeze because of the projectile right away. And that is what RedDitto is going to be able to try to solidify. But QuickJab escapes those clutches.
I've never seen the freeze projectile hit point blank. I was like, is this a new move I don't know about? That was crazy. But wow, RedDitto. Oh, getting tagged by the level 2. Never mind. Almost commentators cursed it. This reversal should be enough to do it. QuickJab is staying alive and actually takes that round from the jaws of defeat because RedDitto was making some amazing work in that comeback.
Amazing stuff there, but this was coming out swinging as Aarondamac is able to open up Shiesty Sorcerer and also hit a bit of QuickJab when trying to go for the Ahri assist. We're going to have the double one reverse time as well, plus the hard knockdown. You got mixed! You got mixed so hard, it was ridiculous!
That's why I love Echo so much. Not only does that character have access to so many crazy mix-up options, even in situations where the assist isn't called, you really just have to raw guess on these 50-50s, and that's what's going to make this character so strong in this meta. Incredible work from Aarondamac, really setting the tone in this round 3.
Okay. And that's going to start up the swings, charging up the heavy. Oh, but the command Poro grab, that's going to be a bit of a crumple stick to try to go for the reset. And we're going to see the dynamic save. QuickJab though, unfortunately, losing out Shiesty Sorcerer. Does hit before the level 1, but this might be bad news as that's just chip damage.
Oh,
another set of chip damage again. But that was a parry. But I think it was not enough for QuickJab.
Yeah, out of all the characters on the screen and take a play out of Magneto's book, I definitely didn't think it'd be Braum, but wow, there's not a whole lot you can do about that. I mean, there's great chip damage. It hits so high in the air. I'm not even sure if it's something that you could like air dash over, maybe something Ahri specific, but either way, QuickJab was just stuck to just kind of like eat that chip damage, which we've been seeing them get away with a lot in the previous round. So this time the shoe was just on the other foot.
The slight hit and then going for the throw, the ice shield just in case, both to cover Aarondamac and also just in case Shiesty tried to press through. Some decent defense, but it's not going to be enough, especially after that charge medium. And again, able to launch multiple times.
Oh, whipping the command grab. Now I know what the whip animation looks like because RedDitto hit so many of them. But Shiesty getting some big damage here. Gonna cash out with a level 1. Probably their best interest to find a way to switch over to QuickJab and maybe get some of that gray health back. But Shiesty Sorcerer really never afraid in the scenarios where they have low health. Just going to rack up even more damage. But the combo drop, not really looking good for their team because Ari got tagged a lot as the assist character.
Ooh. And unfortunately, Aarondamac using that super, just thinking that it was going to catch, and unfortunately running out of that bar, but still in a really controlling position at the moment. And then be able to rewind time. Does get hit and interrupted. So KyuuketsukiKun takes out RedDitto's Braum, who was called on the assist, and is able to actually still continue damage onto Aarondamac.
Yeah, and the funny thing about that in this game, if you're in a happy birthday scenario and you kill the point character, you get the full neutral reset. But the assists by themselves, they kind of just die, and that's what we saw right there. So QuickJab is able to keep up the momentum. Oh, but we got the clone install here. Things are going to get really hard to deal with. Time Winder as well. Great mix with the charge roll. Eventually, QuickJab just going down there, but yeah. Oh, and we're even getting some extra damage posthumously. I didn't even know that was a thing in this game.
It's like a weird frame. It kind of reminds me a little bit of MK11, where, yeah, you could go for a little bit more combo, but you're not going to be able to fully get your brutal like you can in MK1. So it's a little bit of a callback. This is going to be a level 2 super here from Shiesty Sorcerer, already putting RedDitto on half health with a little bit of gray to work with.
Yeah, and that jump in with those fireballs looking so good, of course. Keeping that tag to late, too. Wasn't enough to kill. Braum found a career-saving throw, but gets tagged by a very expensive punish with that super.
It was a very expensive response, but it worked out in favor, especially because of the quick reversal. So very nice stuff there. The air grab! That's the first time I've seen anybody get air grabbed in like by 48 hours of playing. Beautiful stuff there from QuickJab to call out Aarondamac.
Oh my god, that pressure was so insane. Starting off your offense with that air throw, fully putting you on notice, just being like, hey, I'm Ari, I'm going to control this airspace. But being able to just get that double overhead, maybe low, maybe triple overhead set up in the corner right there, very hard to deal with for anybody. So they're going to put themselves back on the board with that round. Really, really clean play from QuickJab.
Alright, there goes the swing here from RedDitto. Gets hit by the assist, though. The dynamic save and the handshake tag right in as well. It's going to try to push Shiesty Sorcerer. The wake up universal as well. The assist again, that's all catching Braum, but because Darius has all of those wide swings, gets auto-corrected right at the last second before Aarondamac could do a full whiff punish.
Oh, and we're seeing so much damage. Gonna go ahead and finish this combo off with the level 2. Should not kill, but because the health bars are gone in that animation, I've been wrong several times tonight. But speaking of 2s, we're gonna see echoes. Again, that level 2, obviously super strong, great damage, but it has multiple functions because the beginning frames of it are a parry. So in the situation where you throw it out and you're not correct, you still have another opportunity to land it. Either way, we're seeing QuickJab eat a lot of damage. Of course, Shiesty Sorcerer able to stop that happy birthday scenario from happening and just able to keep those pokes out. But now we got RedDitto here, not afraid to spend that level 1 and really just dominate the ground.
Beautifully done here from RedDitto, who takes out Shiesty Sorcerer. And we do have QuickJab having to use that dynamic save right there, coming in clutch, trying to back away. It has 3 bars to work with, so oh no, the low hits. RedDitto succeeds. The freeze and into the launcher. It's the full stomp as RedDitto and Aarondamac go up 2-0.
That would hurt so bad. Couldn't be me. Just that animation is just so brutal. Being frozen and stepped on like that is so crazy. I really want to give it up to their animation team. They've done such a cool job of just making all these characters feel so cinematic and just awesome to watch. But yeah, they're up 2-0, so I could really see them taking this a little further here. Shiesty Sorcerer, not someone I normally want to count out, but they are kind of struggling here.
Yeah, so one thing I'm noticing a lot here from these two is their offensive is fantastic. They're hitting what they need to hit. They're getting the combos that they need. The problem I feel like is definitely dealing with what Echo sets up, right? And what Braum is setting up. It's defense. You know, you're letting them play the game, and then at some point, it's hard to try to keep up with what they're trying to do here, especially with Echo, who just has that reverse time. And look at right here, right now, that handshake tag coming in just because of that reverse call out on the clone. And then the Poro comes swinging the hammer.
That felt like perfect neutral from Aaron and RedDitto right there. We saw the optimized Echo combos. We saw the Oki leaving time for the charge clone, so you can act out of it immediately or even get that extra special like full body coverage right there into the wall bounce. Just really clean stuff from there. So KyuuketsukiKun really gonna have to dig deep and try to find something here. Braum, not afraid to just press these huge buttons, just kind of keep her out, and eventually we could even see Unbreakable come in and make it even tougher for Ari's pressure to work. But this could just close everything out. Plenty of meter on Braum's side into the level 1, not even going to go to the level 2, just ending it all right there. So now Shiesty and KyuuketsukiKun are almost at their tournament life.
Indeed, indeed. All right. And it's going to be a trade, but it is in the favor of RedDitto. Shiesty Sorcerer, though, going for the armor. Another big thing here, too, that talking about defense, that I was just thinking, there's now using the mechanics of parry and push block that are in the system. You know, we kind of see a little bit of those wake up universal moves and of course the dynamic save, but there's opportunities to try to go for a push block to spend that bar that they're definitely sitting with quite often. Unfortunately, Ari was still on the field there, was probably taking a little bit of damage, but we got Shiesty Sorcerer, who is going to be able to try to pick up. Not going to be able to connect it, but the double assist and the pushback, that's that pushback we were talking about. Again, RedDitto able to escape the corner and then tag safely Aarondamac.
Yeah, and you got to really keep your composure, too, because Shiesty Sorcerer did have a drop there, was able to convert it back into just a whole bunch of block string pressure, so not a whole lot lost. You know, they got out the corner. But now, Aarondamac came in as Echo and took a bunch of damage on spawn, basically. So this is looking really good for KyuuketsukiKun and Shiesty Sorcerer if they can handle one of these characters. But as I say that, the happy birthday, and even though Echo wasn't continuing the combo, was still hitting Ari and also setting up Oki with a time winder in the corner. So that was just incredible clutch play from Aarondamac, and now they have themselves the character lead. Install Super going to add even more pressure, and the time winder not going to help KyuuketsukiKun at all. So just a couple guesses away, but those counter pokes are going to give them a one character each scenario, and that's really what they absolutely needed.
Oh no, the Poro command, and we're going into the super straight away, not even giving a chance for KyuuketsukiKun to even survive. And with that, that moves Aarondamac and RedDitto to face Supernoon and dekillsage. I believe the actual run back that happened at the beginning of this top 8, and it's going to be them ahead. So if you're definitely just tuning into this top 8 segment for our losers finals, earlier in the first round of top 8, Aarondamac and RedDitto actually went to losers because of dekillsage and Supernoon. They won that match 3-0. So let's see if we have those warm-ups from Aarondamac and RedDitto. They've been playing really amazing throughout this top 8. Let's see how it goes. And again, the people who sent Supernoon and dekillsage to losers is Diaphone and K7. Very strong players. All of these are your strongest players, and not just this game right here that you're seeing, but in many of them. So we're gonna hop in. We got the Echo on Supernoon and dekillsage on Ari, and RedDitto on Braum, and Echo on Aarondamac.
That was really smart, using that down S2 to come back and get that launcher kick to still keep the damage going when we assist, but also mix up Supernoon's pressure trying to punish you too. So Aarondamac definitely firing on all cylinders, and like I said, taking a lot of momentum from that loser semis to get here. But Supernoon firing back. We are forcing the tag, but I think it got punished pretty hard here, and we might see Aarondamac lose this Echo.
Yep, indeed. That is the first one. That's been a key offensive pressure. RedDitto, it is up all to them now. We got the last stand at the ready, but it's not going to even come close here at the moment as Supernoon was able to catch it. Going to start up the pressure. Takes out the Ari assist. Tries to summon out the Aarondamac's last stand, but the projectile doesn't hit.
Ooh, that assist has been getting clipped. Not enough to kill her or really like pull down Supernoon too much, but they might have to clean up their assist calls just a little bit. Other than that, they're sitting pretty. First round, they took it pretty comfortably, I would say. Aarondamac had some really good ideas on how to like respond to hitting the assist without the point character. But other than that, I think Supernoon just outclassed Aarondamac just a little bit.
Nice. The Ari assist again. I do like that dekillsage and Supernoon are coordinating like, hey, I'm about to do something unsafe, cover me. And that's kind of like what we've been seeing. Also, this charged heavy was allowing to plus frames into plus frames. The dynamic save does get RedDitto out of the corner, but again, dekillsage is ready. The full coast-to-coast combo, and we're going to be able to continue and get the level 2 right after the OTG.
And that's what's really cool about Ari right now. Like, I know she changed a little bit over the previous months in the way that she was designed, so she's got some new stuff to work with, but everyone's really adapting to it well. I love the way that the dekillsage is able to find those air dash cancels and just really send those combos for so much damage. Man, it led to a lot.
Thanks to that 2x assist, Fuse was able to continue a combo. Started up setups after setups. We got the chrono as well to start, but we got reverse time, and because the projectile was out, was able to freeze Supernoon in the middle of it. Another one, the dynamic save has to come in.
These mix-ups from Aaron are so crazy. Great presence of mind, too. Really knowing when to call their shots and when to just kind of back off. We got the install super, but the assist gonna clean things up instead. So I hadn't seen that interaction before, but Echo loves to just lob the time winder and just kind of like wait on your wake up and mix you. But just backing off, I did not know it beat the universal wake up option. So that's huge if you're trying to learn Echo in this game. That is huge for you to know.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Echo is such a cool character, crazy character, like we've mentioned and consistently have mentioned throughout the broadcast today. But it's just the fact that this is a character that really is strong when on the offensive, and then also just not letting you breathe for a second because it's just constantly like guessing what is the next interaction.
Right, what is it gonna be? All right, we're starting to see Aarondamac fire back a little bit, trying to have Braum cover some options there with that QX assist, but didn't come into play the way that they wanted. And now, oh wow, Braum got tagged, but Echo didn't, so Aaron was able to respond. Definitely gonna tag out from the kill stage, and maybe this Ari combo can finish things off as long as they don't drop it. Looks like they got it down pat. Gonna close off into the super. Nice.
Oh my gosh, that was such grace. Beautiful in terms of also just landing. Want to mention that there was a spirit bomb setup as well, so that was a little bit of extra damage thanks to that Foxfire projectile. We're gonna be able to continue pressure onto RedDitto. This is not good.
And this is something you hate to see if you're RedDitto, because one of those dropped, but even though it didn't combo, she was still just doing an overhead and just finding plus frames anyway. So you're kind of screwed if that drops for a reset or if it just finishes, because no matter what, you're trapped in that corner. So very, very high level pressure to the kill table, Ari.
Hey, here we go. Going into the projectile super, and we got the Fox Dash as well. Throw.
All right. Several guesses, but the overhead is gonna be what opens up RedDitto right there. Of course, we've seen some very extended combos from Echo in the corner. I love using that full body coverage on the S2 to just get that extra little bit of damage there. And now RedDitto just getting tagged and so much hit damage, and eventually opened up with Echo taking a ton of damage in the background.
I was gonna say, oh my god! You didn't even let him play the game!
Warrior!
You didn't let him play the game!
Ari, where
He
is?
jumped and you just air grabbed him!
Oh my god. Wow. They're in your minds, they're in your walls, they know. My goodness. Get out of my head, Charles. That was insane. Character spawn into air throw. That was so sick.
Alright. That is pretty much right now dekillsage and Supernoon up on the board 2-0 at the moment. This next game is crucial for them if they want to head back to face Diaphone in K7. And they're going to be able to catch RedDitto's Braum. Dynamic save to also create the cross-up and tag dekillsage here.
Exactly. All right, Braum shouldering through, really making sure that none of those assists are getting anything done here. But as I say it, getting tagged by the Time Winder system Echo, and now dekillsage once again setting up that pressure. I wonder how Braum is going to deal with this. I feel like RedDitto's been opened up a lot by that Ari pressure. Tries to sneak in a grab, wasn't able to find it, but definitely forcing dekillsage to switch out.
We're also seeing a little bit of that meter backdash as well, so that's been helping a lot here for Supernoon to get out of like those sticky situations. There goes the Ari assist, it lands, and that's going to be a combo opportunity here for RedDitto. Might actually equal death here, depending on how the setups works. Gonna try to cross up, successful, tries to reset it, tags in dekillsage.
My goodness, this is so close.
Oh, dekillsage able to land it!
Yeah, this is huge. Now, dekillsage doesn't have any meter, but I think the optimal combo here is still going to put him in a really good position. Oh, the dynamic tag! That was so smart!
Yes! That was perfect! Didn't have meter? No worries. Let's get someone who has meter. Tagging in our duo.
See, that's the high-level meter management you need, because like Ari couldn't have killed, but you know who had a whole bunch of meters? Supernoon. So really good presence of mind there. I don't know if I would have thought of that because we're so early into this game, but I love what I'm seeing right now. So now, Supernoon and dekillsage just one round away from getting their run back. Let's see if they can make their way back to Grand, or if Aarondamac and RedDitto can at least get around on the board and, you know, show some signs of life. It's definitely the noon dekillsage show. Wow, what crazy pressure.
We're tagging in RedDitto right now with the Braum, but hasn't been able to even get a swing in like they were hoping for in previous matches. The handshake tag again, the grab for the hard knockdown, another throw. Are you getting throw loop? You almost got throw loop, but here's take this hit in. First save combo, let's go. And again, opening you up with the overhead. You're down for the count. It's all up to Aarondamac right now.
You know what? Easers have been done, but like we were saying earlier, when those parries would come into play, several times a high parry could have saved RedDitto right there, but unfortunately, just kind of got tagged instead. Aarondamac might die to this level 2. I'm pretty sure this is going to kill. But yeah, that Ari pressure was just ridiculous from dekillsage.
Amazing stuff there. GG's to both players. RedDitto and Aarondamac will be heading out and in third place, whereas dekillsage and Supernoon will be going back to grand finals to face Diaphone and K7.
It's so insane that other tag games haven't done this, but having the characters have independent meters to manage instead of a shared meter, I really like that idea. Because there might be some characters where you're like, all right, this person, their level 1 is really important, or maybe Echo really needs to kind of like live and die by this install, so gonna need a lot of meters. But being able to just have that independent and switch off like that, that was so sick. So yeah, that game was awesome.
Let's go.
Yeah,
also,
and that's
Noon
all
being
because
the only
of
person, only because of that fuse. And Noon being the only person I've ever seen block that crazy Echo mix-up with Time Winder at the bottom. That was clean, too.
Alright, so this is going to be interesting. You were already seeing a way faster approach here from Supernoon and dekillsage. They're trying to go on the offensive. Just like they didn't let RedDitto swing for the fences, they're not letting Diaphone swing. But that dynamic save is going to come in right now. They don't want Diaphone to swing, and he's going to swing anyways. Going to get the shield bash and be able to get the install as well. K7 follows up. Going to be able to tag in K7 plus the assist right after. Not going to get the anti-air on the reversal, or on the recovery better said, but the push block. He's going to try to catch dekillsage, and successfully we caught them.
My god, Yasuo, so much great damage, and a great throw setup right there too. Just adding on that extra pressure. Universal Wake Up gonna just barely save dekillsage and Ari and give them another opportunity here. But Showoff Yasuo still just putting on a clinic with these crazy combos.
Oh no, Diaphone dropping the handshake combo. And this is also going to push back to, going to be able to tag in K7. And because of the way it works, you know, we saw Supernoon try to actually hit K7 there. K7 tags in and it's like, nope, baited, we got you.
Yeah, so let's see what the dekillsage can do with a little bit of health. We do see it confirmed, and we definitely need this. We need this to cash out and, excuse me, end everything. Looks like the level 1 is enough, but Braum still looking really strong here. And another air throw of all things to end things. So the air throws look like they're really good on both sides.
Let's go.
Yeah, Diaphone. Again, Diaphone playing really smart, but you can tell that both players have a duo that can carry them should they fall in that instance. This is going to be a huge pickup here for Supernoon. We do still, actually,
Nice.
The bar for dynamic save is not in yet, so K7's going to have to hold all of this damage and try to guess on the next interaction. Guess is wrong to try to go for the wake-up throw. Will probably go down in this instance, and does so.
Yeah, really good stuff there. And those hard knockdown setups from Echo, it's just so hard to deal with. The only person I've seen successfully block it has been Supernoon, but everyone else just kind of getting tagged.
Okay, the overhead catches Diaphone. That bar for dynamic save might not be able to make it in time before a level 1 super. We'll see in just a second. There goes the old handshake tag as well. Gonna be able to get the bounce.
All right,
Like
guess
we
for
said-
your life here.
Ooh, the throw gets whipped. Oh no! This is not what you want here against Diaphone. The command grab though gets whipped as Supernoon jumps and stays alive in the second round.
Yeah, that was really, really close there, but good presence of mind to just avoid that command grab and just, you know, stay out of the way. So now, once again, Supernoon on the offensive, calling out the level 1 super already, making sure you get that extra damage with the assist character in the background, and just really putting on a clinic with just this incredible Echo offense.
Oh my gosh. Sai, did you see what just happened?
The push guard into the time winder there?
Yes!
Craziness. Literal insanity we're seeing right now. We're seeing the meta evolve. This is so sick.
And Diaphone died completely because of that. Diaphone died to a defensive mechanic.
That's so insane. This character just has so many great options, and now we're seeing the really cool extensions here too, mixing in those little air dashes to extend the combos further, cashing out into that level 2. This should be enough to do it, I'm pretty sure. Looks like the dekillsage and Supernoon are going to go up in this first round.
Supernoon didn't even lose an ounce of health and was able to clear out all of... My head is just like blown from the fact that like that push block into the time freeze was so good. And again, because Diaphone's still trying to swing, its Braum has those slow normals, but still far ranging and very high recovery still. You're gonna get frozen and just completely get demolished in that sense. So wow, amazing stuff there from Supernoon, who's able to secure at the very minimum the round, the game.
Yeah, low-key, I'm punching the air if I die over a push block. I'm not gonna lie. That was tough. But let's see. So far, it looks like Showoff and Diaphone doing a lot better here. Really got Ari locked down in the corner. Lots of great pressure. Tough for her to respond. And the stagger load gonna set up for a lot. And looks like the kill as well.
Nicely done here from K7 to clean up shop and take out dekillsage. That's also an assist that they don't have to worry about right now. And it's just all Echo and, of course, the last stand when it happens.
Now, it looks like Noon's fighting back pretty strong, having both characters in there, and, of course, throwing out that level 1 super just to get the extra damage. But, as I said, Diaphone firing back hard with this Braum combo. He's got a ton of meter on top of it, so we're definitely going to see a cash out in the level 2. Oh, no, just goes for the reset instead. Supernoon jumping out and finding a throw, but very, very little health left on this piece.
Huge here for Diaphone, who's able to clean up the round, was able to get the install, and then fully clean up shop.
Yeah, really needed that round, of course. So, great stuff to both Showoff and Diaphone. Again, they are on the winner's side if you're just tuning in, so a lot of games on their side in this grand finals here. However, the dekillsage and Supernoon are up a point, and they're still looking really good. Great pressure on that hard knockdown. Didn't confirm into what the dekillsage wanted, but definitely keeping Yasuo on notice.
Hey, that's the level 2. Both characters also on super low health. I'm trying to see if this is like a hit or miss. Well, actually, this might kill. No, it doesn't. Okay, this is just because of the fact that Ari has health, so that's why it came into question. But K7 still able to clean up here.
Yeah, still able to just keep that pressure going. And honestly, Supernoon getting tagged in the corner immediately on land. One thing I might have had a misconception about in this game is like, hey, when your character dies, you get a neutral reset and you don't have to deal with incoming mix-ups. But honestly, all day today, I've seen people getting wrecked on their character incoming. So it's not as easy as an incoming as we expected, I think.
Exactly. Oh, that's going to tie up the board 1-1. Following up on what you were saying, Sai, you kind of go into that neutral trying to, like, go in swinging. It's very normal to feel that way, especially if you're going into, like, these first 48 hours, right? So, the fact that both players have been coming and swinging is more so because of the fact that, like, they're trying to get that first offensive, which, by the way, K7 already getting that first offensive thanks to the wall bounce combo, but gonna be forced to use that dynamic save pretty early on.
Yeah, really needed that. Needed that universal wake up too. Again, very understated mechanic in this game, especially when it's just so hard to tell what's going on with both characters and all these crazy handshake tags that we're seeing.
Hey, stagger pressure. Gonna try to go for the low. Goes for the command grab, but unfortunately doesn't land it. Still not gonna be punished hard for it.
Yeah, this is definitely a messy one. Great defense from Diaphone, getting hit from both sides there. Really needed that throw to kind of take some semblance of the neutral back in their favor. But it's definitely looking tough for Supernoon. Not a whole lot of health left. Finds the confirm, doesn't fully capitalize, and dekillsage took a bunch of damage in the background.
I was just gonna say, yeah, and all of that gray health was just simply from all of the damage that K7 came forth with. This is going to be a pickup here. Going to have to dash in. Throw tech. Good call here on reactions. We're going to go into the level 1 for the clean hit. My blade, my story, and you're going down.
And that was such a good throw tech, too, because I would have called that throw. But the fact they were able to just get that throw tech and, of course, put out those huge normals that Yasuo has access to. Just really good presence of mind from Diaphone and Showoff.
There goes the tag here from K7, the push block. Oh,
I
beautiful!
love the tag with the so good.
The wind wall stops the Ari assist, and because of the tag to avoid getting Supernoon getting damage, K7 landed on the other side. We're gonna get close to that dynamic save. We're gonna be able to use it here.
Woo!
The Poro!
Yeah, that dynamic save was everything. Dekillsage really got that reversal confirmed from like straight up max range because that was a very tough situation to be in after that drop combo. But let's see if we can clean things up a little bit here. I see Supernoon trying to mix in those overheads, trying to do what he can, but eventually he's going to open up Diaphone and just get a bunch of damage on the front.
Speaking of opening up Diaphone, the overhead and then into the low was what opened Diaphone up. We're going to be able to go into the level 2. Should be able to take out Diaphone's Braum. K7 still with a big chunk of health that can definitely come in clutch. Just does not need to get hit by the dekillsage when coming in.
Yeah, for sure. So let's see if maybe the incoming can be a little cleaner. So far, so good. I will say dekillsage is going to have to be really careful about when calling Supernoon in because with Yasuo in 3 bars, the last thing you want to see is a happy birthday scenario. So definitely gonna have to be really careful about that. And as I say it, you see Echo getting clipped just a little bit, not enough to actually like kill the character, starting thing off super strong. But again, another reminder: you have to be really cautious in these scenarios.
Okay, the last stand from Diaphone definitely pushes back. We got the air-to-air. The recovery though. Oh, the grab could have been very dangerous. Oh my gosh.
That looks so sick too. Seeing the whiff grab and just the after images there, but not actually Supernoon. That is very anime, I'm not gonna lie.
Let's go.
Hey. The assist comes in, tries to open up with the low, gets hit by the assist. The dynamic save holding on from the last round to come in clutch in this round.
Yeah, really needed it. That was about to get messy, especially with all the meter we have now that we're in round 3 here. But let's see if maybe something can get started with Braum. Doesn't have access to that Unbreakable just yet. And really just forced to hold these mix-ups. And now we have the install just to make everything even tougher. So good luck to Diaphone. Using that level 1 to get out of it was very smart though.
Good luck, Diaphone is right. That wake up super was able to catch the Supernoon, especially when trying to go for the reverse time. We're gonna go back into that level 1, get as much chip. That also hit Supernoon. So Supernoon currently is building up quite a bit of health here. It's up to K7 to try to kill quickly. Dekillsage able to land a hit in successfully. So that means that that recovery on the health for Supernoon does stop there. Only about 20% of life. It's just tip damage, and the wind wall with the S1 special seals the deal.
That move is so crazy. Like, you have Braum in your face, and it's already hard enough just to deal with that character locking you down, but him being able to just poke you from full screen, I haven't seen that fail yet. Like, every single Yasuo player I've seen all day sets up the wind wall, goes to that S1 poke, and it catches everybody off guard.
He needs it.
He needs it. He needs it. I'll give it that. He needs it. We'll check in a month if I still feel that way, but he needs it.
All right, dynamic save already early here for Dekillsage and Supernoon. Supernoon's Echo halfway down of health as well.
All right, trying to use those poros, trying to play a little of the projectile war against Ari, but seems like it's not the best plan because Dekillsage is more than happy to just run in there, close the gap, and get these huge combos started.
Light low to hit overhead. Beautiful block defense here. Again, not going to use the push block to try to save up on that meter. Instead, able to finally fight their way out. Diaphone tries to get the landing. Goes for another shield bash. Able to hit Supernoon and continue the combo. Gets the insult. Goes into the level 1 to take out Dekillsage.
That was so important for Diaphone. Things were looking really rough right there, but getting to not only finish that character off and get a whole bunch of extra damage on Supernoon is just what you need, especially with this lower health. But Diaphone's gonna go out of there anyway as Supernoon cleans up this combo.
It's up to K7.
All right, 1v1. Here we go. This is a real one. No assist. Well, actually, there are still assists, so either way, gonna see some quote-unquote honest newts from both these characters. I like that. Using the universal get-up, not gonna hold that mix from the stance cancel. Totally respect that from Supernoon. But this is a really big concern.
Yep, not gonna even give an opportunity for Supernoon to even use the dynamic save, and we are on potential set point for our grand finals at the double knockout 2v2 top 8 for NA.
Let's see if Diaphone and Showoff can finish this off. Still looking really strong. Again, this Braum pressure is incredible. And I love that. Ending the combo, setting up the wind wall and just tagging out, meaning that Ari can't throw projectiles. Showoff can still throw out those huge pokes. And when everything is said and done, still got that confirmed. And now we have another very hard to deal with Oki situation that leads to all this.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Letting the hard knockdown happen instead of going for an OTG just to build up as much bar as possible. And we're going to go into the level 1 super full screen pushback as well.
So now Dekillsage potentially on their tournament life here. Very, very low health in the background. And I see the assist getting clipped. After all, you've got to be careful when you call them in.
Oh, the push block unfortunately hurting K7, who was in the middle of the assist when getting tagged. Oh, the reverse time got both of them. Oh, happy birthday. Projectile goes out. K7 so low on health. May have to try to tag in Diaphone as safe as possible. Yep, there goes Diaphone.
Yeah, good timing. Don't call that assist either. You saw K7 literally like, I lived and just backdash for their life, trying to make as much distance as they could here. Super not looking bad. Braum health getting a lot lower. Echo's very scary in the corner here. Diaphone able to fight back. Really needed that. Unbreakable on deck. Gonna cash out in that level 1. And now Supernoon just one hit away from losing it all.
Wow. Last stand caught the back jump, and it also hit Diaphone too, who's now coming back with about 25% health. Dynamic save still on the heads up. There it goes, it's broken, and Diaphone clutches it out to take grand finals.
What an incredible grand finals. Oh my god. I love this game. That was so hyped to watch. I think my favorite thing about this is that, like, scrambles in a 1v1 are already hard enough, especially in a tag fighter. Scrambles with 2 people on both teams, everybody has to be so laser focused and locked in. But really what it came down to is I just think that they were able to punish on those scrambles so well. Like Showoff was really good in those situations. Same for Diaphone. So I think the scrambles really kind of ended up sealing the deal. Because other than that, the neutral was pretty evenly decided on both parts. But man, that was just a tough one either way. But congratulations to our winners for sure. Wow,
Yeah.
what a set.
Absolutely. That was such a good set. And to kind of recap just a little bit on what exactly happened, because again, we know that there's a couple of new people who are new to 2XKO, of course, because we're in alpha, right? So
we're in
for
alpha.
starters, what actually happened there in that situation after K7 went down, Diaphone was trying to look out for the dynamic save, which is basically the burst of this game. Was able to call it out on Supernoon, and because that was a good call out, that you actually have to block the dynamic save to then be able to break it. And because of that broken opportunity is what sealed the deal for Diaphone. So once again, congratulations to Diaphone and K7 for winning. Congrats to Supernoon and dekillsage for also making it into the top 2 and solidifying their second place. Sai, it has been a pleasure to commentate. Let's go ahead and close this out. Where can we find you?
All right, so first of all, it's been a pleasure, Saki Sakura. I've been a fan from a distance, but I'm happy we finally got to work together, so very happy for that. If y'all want to find me, just check out my Twitter at SaiPBOK. I'm always working tons of events. It doesn't matter if it's Smash, Street Fighter, now 2XKO, Marvel. I'm all over the FGC and the Smash scene, so you'll see my face at a lot of tournaments no matter what's being played. But yeah, definitely just go ahead and give me a follow on Twitter at SaiPBOK. There's always really fun, like S-word posts coming from me and stuff like that. But more importantly, I'm constantly putting out, clips and matches and stuff like that for 2XKO and Street Fighter and all these games. So definitely give me a follow. Saki Sakura, where can they find you?
Yeah, of course. So thank you so much, first and foremost, to Galink Gaming for inviting us to be able to commentate this amazing tournament. And honestly, what a great time it was. You can find me at Saki Sakura TV on across all the platforms. I am literally a connoisseur of fighting games, but mostly anime games, and of course, husbandos and waifus and denfus. So with that being said, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in for the NA 2v2 Top 8. Don't go anywhere, because we also still have more 2XKO matches happening on this channel with NA singles. Stay tuned.